その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私はこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。グレイという。
ジャック、どうして。いい子だから怖くないよ。
今だけ俺に殺されるな。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
だからイエスと答えて。
私がこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。
俺だぞ。俺の欲しいもん逃がすわけねえだろ。3、2、1。俺は嘘は嫌いなんだよ。
ザック、忘れてない。忘れてなんてない。だって誓ったもの。ザックと私二人で誓ったもの。レイチェル・ガードナー。これはいらない。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day number 1 of IVA Playoffs 2023. Potch Spice and the one and only Giselle at your service on the mic. Giselle, it's your first time. How do you feel about being on the mic? We're disappearing for a bit, but we're fine. How are you feeling today, Giselle?
Oh my god, this is my first time, so actually I'm pretty nervous. Like before we starting it, I was I told you I wasn't panicking, but now I'm already panicked.
It should be fine, guys. And people in the chat, make Giselle feel at home here. Again, if you're watching us live in the Nello Mello YouTube channel. If you guys haven't yet, please like and subscribe to Nello Mello for IDV content as well as IVA. If you guys don't know, this is the tournament to look forward to in Southeast Asia outside of IVC. So we have the best of the best here, Giselle. Do you have the list of teams? Do you want to enumerate some of them now for the people to know about?
For the first match, we will have FT versus Jocks.
That's gonna be a good one. I'm excited to run down the team, the lineup for that one, and then afterwards we're gonna have Venom versus Fly High, an amazing matchup. But we're gonna talk about the team that you just mentioned. We have Team FT, which if you guys have been watching IVA, they're a known team here. We see Mini Shadow, Mini Dragon, Mini Panda, Mini in Blue, and of course you have Kuga and Meow Pie.
Yeah, as we know, Melpai was playing for ZT, but now he's rooting for FT. He's a very experienced hunter. He made like Antonio, Claire. It's very. I'm really looking forward to see more action of the hunter.
Yeah, Meow Pie in particular, because he just came back from, his previous outing was in the big stage of Ko. But Kuga might be actually hunting for Team FT, and we got to talk about Jocks. We had Farfalla, a hunter transitioning to Survivor. We also have Pumpkin, Fuku, Wan, Miso, and the hunters Lan and Lee Sang-soo. Any info you want to drop on us, Giselle, on Team Jocks?
Actually, Lan is a very experienced hunter. As we know that she main all of the female hunter. I also very like. She played Geisha, Bloody Queen, Dream Wish. Very excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see Lan come into this. And you know, coming into this, your first match going up against FT, one of the formidable teams out there. It's going to be a little tough for Jocks, not going to lie, Giselle. But, you know, just like an IVA, upsets can happen. Even though, in the previous IVAs, it was ZT consistently, right? So, who knows? Maybe Jocks can pull off an upset. But, as we mentioned before, guys, this is a double elimination format. So, if your favorite team does go to the lower lose, they'd go to the lower bracket, so it's still not the end of the road for them. Giselle, what kind of tournament format do you like? Do you like the double elimination or you like single elimination?
Oh, in my opinion, double elimination is actually better because it's give the teams like a second chance to fight for the higher position, and it's less stress for the team.
Yeah, and more for us to watch, right? So here we have it. This is the tournament bracket. Our first two matches are going to be FD versus Jocks. We have Venom versus FH. And tomorrow in the succeeding days, we'll be still in the upper bracket match. You got TNG versus ZT. Then you have Phoenix versus Aquarius or AR. So it's super important for you guys to follow this tournament bracket. Follow Nello Mello on the socials and also follow Giselle on Instagram too. She's going to be posting about this. Follow me at Spicy Potch. Big shout outs to the 39,000 that are watching. Just want to give a quick shout out to Crit. He's watching. What's going on? Any shout outs you want to give out? Henny's here and I'm in the chat too. So Giselle, any shout outs you want to give out for now?
Okay, I want to shout out to Carl, to Chris, to Entity in the chat.
Wow, Entity.
Also, Mello. I also want to say thank you to Mello that he already hosts this tournament to give us a playground and to give the talent to have the chance to speak on the mic.
Yeah, it's not just an opportunity for players. Also, it's an opportunity for new and upcoming casters like Giselle here to try out commentating, and you're going to see some new faces as well and some returning faces. So that's why, yeah, it's super important for you guys to support IVA because it's a grassroots tournaments for opportunities for broadcasting. Also, players to step onto the big stage of IVCs and COAs. But yeah, starting off with IVA. So I'm super excited for this one. Giselle, in this matchup between the two teams, Jocks FT, let me ask for your just a slight prediction. Who are you leaning towards? Who's going to win this match?
Oh, looking at this match, we have FT versus Jocks. Actually, FT is actually in my favor, but well, Jocks they actually performed pretty well in the elimination. The impressive winning from the previous opponent, and I guess I hope to see more from Jocks.
Same. If you have to look at the numbers, FT does have the consistency, but you have to admit, Jocks actually, they have known players. Farfalla, we also have Fuku, just known players from IVA. So I'm super excited to see what they have to offer. Here we have it. It's going to be the picks and bans. We're going to Ever Sleeping Town to start things off. Team FT Kuga will be the hunter to start things off. Pumpkin, Fuku, and Juan and Miso are going to be the survivors. Giselle, what do you think about the hunter meta now after Koa, right? Is it more hunters? Is it still hunter sided, or are we seeing is it still survivor sided, or are we seeing a shift and maybe being more hunter sided?
Now with me, as looking at the COA, I guess it's still hunters, it's still survivor sided. As now we have the antiquarian, she can support, she can kite. Basically, she is the meta right now.
Interestingly enough, they're gonna pick up a seer and mercenary to start things off. We have Kuga blocking out the priestess. So we did talk to Nello offline, and we did say that Kuga uses a lot of hunters and might be favoring a bit of the bonbon. So banning out the priestess in a map like this, it's still open to interpretation to see who he's going to be picking. But how do you feel about the pick so far, Giselle?
Oh, yes, we can see that we have the seer, we have the mercenary already picked. Seer, a very nice choice, as he always been banned from since the beginning in other tournament. And mercenary, he is the top tier rescuer, so having him in this team right now really gonna give them a very nice rescue and buying more time for the survivors.
Right. We have actually seen mercenary and seer be priority banned. Like you see people pick up something like a barmaid or someone else for that support in usual Koa tournaments, right? And also for the rise of first officer instead of mercenary. So I'm excited to see how this is going to come to fruition. And speaking of that, we have barmaid being banned, and also, as you mentioned, the meta herself, the bar, the stick that everyone is being measured by, the antiquarian gets banned, Giselle.
Yeah, losing an antiquarian in the match right now is, I guess, is kind of a loss for them, but they are having seer and mercenary, so I guess it's gonna be fine. And now I guess what they need is another harasser.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, because now that the antiquarian is gone, you really need someone to harass, and a dancer coming in can't help that. Dancer dropping her music boxes, especially in a map like this. There can be some areas, especially like the middle part, where you can just make the floor just light up with slow boxes or fast moving boxes. So it'll be a little tough. Not the stuns that the hunters are used to, but it can still definitely slow down the pace of the game for the hunter.
Yeah, having the dancer really helps out. And in the double storage area in the middle, the dancer can really have the more support for their teammate. And the dancer herself, and the Kai will be really long if she can really max out the uses of the music box.
Ooh. And now, like you mentioned, Giselle, you wanted to see, I actually wanted to say Prospector. If you said Stunner, that a Prospector did rise in the meta, but now the Prospector is being banned. So how would you like this last pick to go? Would you want a support, or would you want to see more of a stun survivor?
In this team, we already have a Seer to support,
Mhm.
a mercenary to rescue, a dancer, another support. Then I guess now I'm hoping to see a decoder, such as the
Ooh.
maybe the mind's eye or the mechanic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mind's Eye. We talked about how a Mind's Eye would be so crazy, right? But if you add the extra layer of a decoder, let's say mechanic, prisoner, that would be so good. Granted, I mean, with Dancer, if the Dancer doesn't get spotted out first, she can play as the decoder with her fast boxes. But depending on how Jocks is gonna play this one, right? I'm excited to see if they're gonna double down. But we're gonna see an X
Oh.
Factor pick here. We're gonna see a cowboy, Giselle.
Well, a cowboy, a very nice support right there.
Mhm.
But a cowboy is
And there's-
happy.
And the thing
Oh.
is, she can decode fast if he's with a female, right? But you only have one
Yeah.
female.
Alright, so I guess the dancer have to be survived right now, as
Yeah.
if you want the cowboy to go faster.
Yeah, he's gonna have the dancer's gonna have to impress here. But Kuga's gonna go with a patented Dream Witch here, and interesting that maybe he had to be relegated to use this Dream Witch, but we've seen how Dream Witches, they're not as feared as before in competitive because the team just knows already. They kind of abuse that she's a single hit hunter. They know how to play her, especially towards the end game. So now that the picks and bans are over, Giselle, how do you feel about how this went? Is it survivor sided or hunter sided in this picks and bans now?
Well, I think now it's really tough to say anything because in the survivor team we already have a lot of support, but with a Dream Witch, she can like have multiple leash and she can hit from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And with the survivor team, I'm actually waiting to have the Cypher Rush,
Yeah.
and as they don't have any decoder right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the most, right? If we're gonna be play fast and loose with the definition of decoding, it could just be the dancer, but it's gonna be a little tough, especially that if let's say the dancer gets chased out of her music boxes, that's an easy down because she has no pirouettes. She only has the buff when she drops down. So Kuga playing it safe here, spawning next to the graveyard area. So we're gonna see who he's gonna optimally chase first. In your opinion, Giselle, who would possibly be the best target to chase here?
Looking at the spawn location right now, I guess the dancer will be the first target. But well, it's the hunter's choice, right? We have the cowboy around, we have the dancer. Well, I hope to see more. I'm hoping to see who will be the first target. But now let's head into the match. I'm Giselle, your first time caster, and joining with me, the one and only Porsfy.
Let's go, Giselle. We see Kuga already moving a little bit of the main body towards the corner and to see the corner house to see if anyone's there. So it seems like what the main follower actually is going to spot out the music box and chase out the dancer at the middle 2-story. So Kuga, just playing it a little slow and steady for now, and it seems like he wants to chase Juan. Positioning the main body here, so chasing after the cowboy, and the basement is also here, Giselle.
Cowboy had to be really careful, and he got the first hit straight away. It was a very early hit, but the leash is gone. He had more time to transition away to a better kiting area.
Nice. Main body is chasing. Main body patroller is ready. So we're going to see the switch happen probably once the patroller is dropped. Cowboy, though, able to vault through the pallet. And now the doggo bite does happen. So if he plays this correctly, he will down the cowboy in the first minute of the game. Goes for the swing. That's an early down, Giselle.
Yeah, and now looking at the Cypher, we still have 5 Cypher remaining. It's not looking good for the survivor, but if they can harass and they can focus more on the decode, then they can make it to a better result.
Yeah, Seer is on the lower left side of the screen, but Mercenary is already giving that tinnitus just in case. Actually, Seer does have wanted order, so that's a little rough for him. He's going to probably support with the Owl. Mercenary is just going to wait and buy a little more time. And this actually makes the Dancer the best decoder. But now we're going to see the Patroller right onto the Mercenary, and the rescue is going to be attempted to happen. Let's hope there's no terror shock here. Mercenary just playing it kind of safe. Halfway mark about to happen. Can he get the rescue down? Gets the rescue.
Yeah, he actually got it before half, but now the couple already got hit the second time. Oh.
Yeah, Mercenary eating that hit. So not a double down situation. Cowboy will be falling down once again. Unable for them. They weren't able to utilize the owl just yet. So the owl needs to come into play in the last rebound kite of that Cowboy. So good eye there, Giselle. Cowboy will see a second round on this rocket chair. But Giselle, how are we looking in terms of objectives here? How are the ciphers looking?
Well, the Cypher still falls Cypher left though. It's still getting hard for the Survivor team as the Mercenary is already half health. Now we have the Seer, the female dancer, but the Seer still has the ult to utilize, and the Mercenary is still in the ground.
Yeah, Mercenary has that wanted order. One more hit, he will be falling down. Dancer flywheels, but mistimes it, and now eats the hit. Has to go for the rescue. The owl able to block the hit, and this Cowboy needs to make this rebound kite count, Giselle.
And you have to be careful because the patroller is released and got into the Cowboy. Now what he needs to do is just get to the pallet, but now his get is gone. The Cowboy is down.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. You saw that he was trying to go towards that pallet. I don't know if his whip was on cooldown, but that could have gotten him a little further. But the Cowboy did all he could to make this kite count. Now it's up to the rest of the survivors to try and kite this one out. So we're going to see the Dream Witch go for another survivor, leeches the dancer. Mercenary is already unleashed. He does have an anti-curse, but now Seer's the only one that's unaffected, but has no owl. So resources aren't looking too good, Giselle.
He had to be careful because now we have the dancer on the chase and we have two leash is chasing her, surrounding in this area right here. One mistake can be down immediately. Oh, Bling!
Yeah, that was actually, while you were talking, I bet you were thinking the same thing. This Dream Witch is going to switch that blink, go for the down, and that was an excellent use of the patrollers. Patrollers were all utilized, and that blink hit was able to down the dancer. And now back to survivor number 2. Mercenary is injured, and now we're going to see Miso, the Mercenary, get leeched. So a really frantic pace that Kuga is setting for the survivors here, Giselle.
Yeah, now Kuga actually controlling the map pretty well as he have a leash on the Seer, he have a leash near the Mercenary, and now Mercenary is coming for the save.
Oh no, it's the Seer, and now Seer eats that hit to get the rescue. Female dancer has to be careful, but no, the blink, I believe he was able to get the hit onto the dancer, and now dancer falls down. Pumpkin, both of them are actually injured, so he can actually... Kuga sights are set on a 4K potential here, so can he get it?
Kuga is very experienced hunter, and now, well, I guess he's showing his talent right here. And the Mercenary, the Seer, they are all both at half health. Seer got no ult. Mercenary still have three pad left, but I guess it's gonna be hard for them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough because now they have to heal up in a sense, because if they go for the rescue, it's a little too risky. But you have to admire Kuga and the pressure he put. Mercenary eats the hit, gets the rescue at least, and he's gonna try and not fall forward, double down. But Mercenary falls down. Female dancer is still leeched. So this is going to be a tough one to bounce back from. We're going to see more leeches on the board here, Giselle. So Kuga is relentless with the pressure that he's putting on these survivors.
The pressure is absolutely gonna be very high. As we can see now, none of them can touch the Cypher, and the Cypher, Tree Cypher is not doing well.
So this is actually great. You see that the dancer was able to prime her leech. Mercenary's going to sit on that rocket chair, and Mercenary takes a while for him to expire. So this buys them some time to try and rotate and try to push for some objectives, or at least heal each other. But man, that Cypher at the middle is the one that they have to push. So still a little tough, Giselle. What do you think of the situation?
Well, I guess I would like to say that it's gonna be a possible 4K, as it's very the survivor actually struggling to just touch the Cypher right now, not to mention about saving. Yeah,
so now Seer is down, Mercenary still chair. Dancer is being chased towards the 2-story center here, and the Seer will see that rocket chair. Oh, actually no, drops the Seer. Probably gonna go for a double down situation here, just so that he can secure the 4K. And now we're gonna see the dancer. Oh, drops it down a little too late, and now Seer gets chaired. Female dancer is already down, and that's gonna be a GG, Giselle.
Yeah, GG to Kuga, a very experienced hunter, and as we can see that he got himself 4K at 2 ciphers.
That was incredible. 2 ciphers and a 4K, and in this meta where we said it's very survivor sided, right? If we look back at the picks and bans, it was actually played pretty well. Like the priestess was banned first, and he was able to ban the antiquarian, so they only had to threaten with the dancer music box. So it was, I think, Kuga playing very confidently, knowing that there was no direct stunners for him to be able to get the 4-man escape. So how about you, Giselle? What were the highlights here for you in this matchup?
Well, probably we have to talk about the fast decision of changing into Blink immediately from the
Right.
Dream Wish and got the dancer down.
Mhm.
And as I mentioned before, right, this team we don't see any decoder, and unfortunately in this match they couldn't really rush the cipher in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kuga secured himself a 4K for his team.
Yeah, even if we think about the first chase, right? It was the cowboy, and that was such a good find of the cowboy, because he was actually chased at the back of the corner house. And he was playing it very patiently, even though it was the leech follower that hit him. He still had the patroller to play around with. So, in that sequence, he was able to down the cowboy in the first minute of the game. Like you said, they already had to catch up with the objectives because that's how fast Kuga worked. And the second down on the dancer, switching to Blink immediately, and his execution was on point. I believe Kuga played a flawless game. Like, he was really good at using this Dream Witch. And for me, Giselle, I really think this merits a ban of this Dream Witch.
And I guess in this game, we actually see that the cowboy is hardly picked, but I actually hope to see more like the hook saving from the cowboy, but unfortunately in this game he got down in the beginning. Well,
true. I have to ask, have you ever tried maining cowboy with a 1-tap lassos, or?
Oh, that thing is super hard. Like, actually the 1-tap saving thing, it was like years ago. It's pretty long ago. And,
it was. I mean, I feel like that's why they made patient for me, because I can't do any of that cowboy stuff. So I need a mark. Because cowboy mains out there. That's crazy. Good job to you guys, and I admire your courage bringing the cowboy, because he's a very high risk, high reward type of character. Right? You really have to make those rescues count. And interestingly enough, that this was I wanted to see this strategy kind of cook, because usually you see cowboy like in Red Church, but this is Ever Sleeping Town. So I wonder if they were expecting something, or they were trying to play like a cowboy save meta, but he was the one that was chased first. He got us both, because we thought that Kuga was going to chase the dancer first.
Yeah, I guess they hope to have like a more situation that have the cowboy would come for the slave. But yeah, the cowboy was actually being the first target, so I guess the strategy they had to change it a little bit.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. So, guys, hopefully we can manifest Kevin. Let us know in the chat. I want to see some yeehaws in the chat for the cowboy mains out there. What a way to start out the playoffs, right? We saw cowboy to start things off. Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite well. We're going to see a switch up now. It's going to be FT Survivors. And we did say maybe Len might come in. So we're going to see probably some female hunters come in.
Well, we're gonna have the Ever Sleeping Town map, so either Geisha, Bloody Queen, Dream Wish, they're all strong in this map.
Right. Yeah, I agree. You said Geisha, Bloody Queen, Dream Witch. We saw how Dream Witch was crazy. She's just always in the meta, even though survivors aren't necessarily. Survivors are stronger, but Dream Witch is just always strong, and whoever uses it makes the Dream Witch strong. Like you said, Geisha, she could just use the butterfly to zoom in, zoom around. And we know about the Bloody Queen, right? Even though there are structures here, I mean, she's able to use those mirrors to close out the distance. So I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. Are we missing any more female hunters? Are there any more? Clerk?
Clerk? I don't know. Claire is the strong hunter right now, but she will require a lot of controlling, like not just the cipher, but also the kiting, the palette. Oh my god, I
Right.
feel like it's like with me, I feel like it's gonna be a tough situation right
Yeah.
now having a clerk in this map as the FT already got their team of 5, so now Jocks coming with a hunter. I probably should go for a safer hunter like Geisha or
Yeah.
Blood Queen.
Yeah, just to add also to what you said, because Clerk is a very good hunter, right? But I don't know if you can play her under pressure, because you need to be very careful with the way how you use her, and you need the execution on point. So I'm super excited to see what Len will be picking. And someone named Yonka or Lonka Blanca is asking to link for your dress, Giselle. So giving some love for you, Giselle, in the chat. So let's go.
This one love. Yay.
Yes. Use the promo code Giselle, ladies and gentlemen, get 25% off the dress. I'm kidding. Giselle influencer era. Let's go. So also saying hi to Corone. Yeah, the one tap lasso era is gonna be crazy. So yeah, I'm super excited to see how this one's gonna pan out. We did mention, right, Len using different types of female hunters, and we talked about like who other female hunters out there. Have you seen the opera singer, by the way, Giselle?
I actually not really seen a lot, but
I just saw the picture, but I just wanted to ask you, like, what do you think she does? Because with a hunter like the name with that name, it's like, huh, what does she do?
I guess she gonna focusing on more the strategy part, but yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna pause right there, ladies and gentlemen, because we're gonna take a very short break. When we come back, more of FT versus Jocks.
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私はこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。グレイという。
ザック、どうして。いい子だから怖くないよ。
今だけ俺に殺されるな。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私はこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。
だぞ。俺の欲しいもん逃がすわけねえだろ。3、2、1。俺は嘘は嫌いなんだよ。
ザック、忘れてない。忘れてなんてない。だって誓ったもの。ザックと私、2人で誓ったもの。レイチェル・ガードナー、これはいらない。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to IVA 2023 playoffs, day number 1. Giselle and Potch Spice on the mic, giving you the commentary action. And Giselle, we were talking backstage about this next match, right? Because it's going to be FT versus Jocks. But we did hear that there's going to be a substitution. So we just have to wait for the stores to update, but there will be a corresponding consequence for the late substitution. So that's something that we'll have to wait and see how the scores pan out. But Jocks is Hunter. It's not going to be Lenlen, unfortunately. It's going to be someone new. So I'm kind of excited to see what we have, because in our notes, we only have notes for Lenlen. But the name of the new their sub hunter, what's his name?
Lee San-soo?
Lee San-soo. There. Thank you, Giselle. Let's talk about what hunters may come out here.
Well, actually, at first we was hoping that Lan gonna come with a female hunter, but now we have Lee Sang-soo in the game. And we actually don't know about this player yet, but I'm excited to see what he gonna bring into the table, as we can see now, as he is a Hydra hunter.
Okay, yeah, you don't get to that rank without just playing anything, right? So who knows? I'm pretty sure. Let's see if he plays the metas, because we've talked about how everyone has a wax artist these days. Everyone has a naiad. Everyone has like a bonbon. So we're gonna head towards the picks and bans. Lee Sang-soo will be the hunter for Team Jocks. While FT, you know them, mainstays of the IVA stage. Mini Shadow, Mini Dragon, we got Mini Panda, and of course, Mini Blue.
Very well. It's our former champion right there. And well, in this IVA, I'm hoping to see a much more different play from them. And we can see that Priest is banned again in this map, a very strong character.
Yeah, it's he might actually go the same route, or we see like the same mirror picks, but let's see how FT is going to play this out, because last match we did see Mercenary. Oh no, you got to pick up that Antiquarian like you said, Giselle, and the Mercenary as well.
Yeah, if you got a chance, you have to get it.
Exactly. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Seer is very strong, but like you pointed out, this Antiquarian's a problem. She just harasses so much, and just if you see her, you're already sweating, because it's like, oh no, I'm stressed. I'm gonna get disarmed. The person I'm about to chair is gonna get freed. So that is the type of heat that FT will be bringing to the table. So let's talk about the other bands, Giselle.
And now we have the Seer drinking tea right now, along with the Professor. Well, I guess Lee Sang-soo doesn't want to bring excitement, because
Yeah, the Prospector, right? I'm excited to see some Prospector plays. I mean, we've seen how well like a lot of IJL players use it, and also, you know what, China was able to bring out the Prospector meta. So, rightfully so that Lee Sang-soo did ban this Prospector, but this leaves FT probably with like a Dancer. You could probably pick up. I don't know if they're gonna pick Cowboy though, but they could definitely go with still a lot of meta picks, and we're gonna lock in a Dancer.
Yeah, and as we have the Dancer right now, we cannot miss her in this match. In this map, we have a Dancer. Basically, the kite is already longer, like by 20 seconds already.
Yes. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see that much because he did go after that Cowboy. Not sure if FT is still going to go with that. If FT is going to copy that strategy that Jocks came out with. But we've seen a lot of highlights where Dancer is just so good. And last ban, Giselle, we have the Mechanic ban.
Okay, we can harass the game, but don't decode. The Hunter wanna get a 4K to get himself a 5. And now we have the last survivor is the Barmaid.
So Barmaid has also been rising in terms of priority here. So Barmaid as the last pick of FT Survivor, at least they have that support on their side. She might actually be the first chase because she's the most chaseable one, but in the capable hands, she can actually be a 3-hit survivor just because she has that drink, right? So Lee Sang-soo is gonna have to be very careful. But oh my goodness, a blast from the past, a breaking wheel.
A breaking wheel, very surprised. Before that, breaking wheel was the meta, but now the meta now is changed to more like the Wax as the Naiad in the game. But seeing a breaking wheel, he's still a very strong hunter.
Yeah, especially if you pick the right conditions, right? You have if you negate any flywheel that can happen, you don't have any strong counters here. Which again, the Dancer, as long as he's still in wheel form, the boxes can be nullified. But once he's chasing in regular form, that's when it gets a little tough. I would say also the Antiquarian. You know what? She has to time her hits well, but you can easily go for that Barmaid right away.
Yeah. And facing against a breaking wheel, a Barmaid though, it's probably hard for her to use the Dolphin right
Yes.
here. Like if she got the 3 spike on her body and got a hit from the breaking wheel, then she will be down straight away.
Yeah. I'm not liking that scenario for the Survivor side. So let's hope that FT Survivors are ready for it. But I think that's what Lee Sang-soo wants to do: catch the Barmaid off guard, and especially in an open area, down her right, get 2 spikes and go for regular hit. That's gonna be probably the meta here. I have to ask Giselle, how did you feel about breaking wheel meta? Did you like watching breaking wheel matches, or it got you too dizzy?
Breaking wheel matches, I love to see
nice.
breaking wheel in the action because, as we know, all the action are actually pretty fast.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little tough, especially Dancer's gonna try and go to that middle to graveyard area just so that he can utilize that window. That window is so good. But Lee Sang-soo, this is smart. He's gonna be going further away from the Dancer just so some ciphers can get blocked, depending on if he brings that build to try and keep him away from the graveyard area. So and this is a big map, but as you mentioned, breaking wheel has really good mobility. He can move around like crazy.
Yeah, but now let's head into the match. I'm Giselle, and joining with me, Forspy. Alright, so we have the breaking wheel at the corner, double storage. And heading toward probably the first target we're gonna have is the Antiquarian.
Yeah, it's Mini Blue. Mini Panda. Sorry, Mini Panda as the Antiquarian. So not going after the Barmaid, trying to get a spike onto the Antiquarian. In this spot, though, there is a window to work with. So he's going to have to hug that window tightly as long as he still doesn't have those extended spikes. So that's going to be super important. But I believe he did bring that insolence and also a bit confined space. So he's prepared to at least gain that first, that extended spike for him to be able to down. But Mini Panda is doing an amazing job so far, kiting out this breaking wheel.
And the Cypher actually is still going, and now the Antiquarian still in the action of kiting this breaking wheel here. And as you can see that from the beginning, she's still at the same area.
I'm getting dizzy, Giselle, just looking at the spinning. And also, speaking of spinning, the Antiquarian spinning up that bamboo. And only one spike left, so this is quite impressive, forcing him to actually go out. He does have excitement, so let's see if Mini Panda is gonna go for a hit here, and the excitement will pop. It's a regular hit. He won't fall down just yet. Excitement gets used, but the flywheel, Giselle able to counter the excitement, and now the chase continues.
Yeah, you got the excitement. I got the flywheel, and she dodged it perfectly. And moving to another area to continue the kite, and now she only got the second spike on her body.
Oof. Yeah, goes for the disarm, but she tried to throw for that trap, and they have the barmaid to try and block out the hit, because the one hit and she will be falling down. Barmaid is trying to support here, so let's see if she'll be able to body block. We're gonna see them try and go for it, but he tries to swing. No one home just yet, able to get the Antiquarian down.
And now the Antiquarian gonna go to the chair for the first time while there's only 2 Cypher left. Wow, a good situation for the Survivor team.
Yeah, I actually thought that could have been a little over support, but like you said, you know what? They're able to push objectives. This is the strength of the breaking wheel, though. His camp is amazing because he can keep going back and forth here. We're gonna see Mini Shadow try and push this objective from happening. Antiquarian's probably gonna get saved, yes, by the mercenary, and the next chase is gonna be on the barmaid here at the corner house.
The barmaid already got 2 spikes on her body, and 1 hit she gonna be down. She have to be really careful of the situation. But yeah, I guess this is gonna be hard.
Ooh. Hang on, Giselle. She has flywheel, though. Ooh. Able to flywheel and go through the pallet. Another beautiful sequence here. Mercenary is also here just to provide a little support. 2 Cyphers remaining. The one at the corner house was one of the last Cyphers. We are going to see Mini Panda get spotted out here in the corner. Wait, actually, no. We're able to have the gift of X-ray vision, but unfortunately, Lee Sang-soo knows that some tinnitus is being propped up here, but cannot find Mini Panda. There she is.
Oh, Mini Panda on the chase again. It's gonna be her second chair if she got down, but now she has to be really careful because this S pilot area is only have 1 pilot, and she got the trap.
Uh-oh, tries to go for it, but she has the flywheel to go towards the pallet. She can actually just walk right through it, and Antiquarian still has some stick to use, drops down the pallet, and Giselle, we're at 1 Cypher left, so a lot of pressure on Lee Sang-soo's side here. Survivors are doing an amazing job containing this. We do see that Mini Panda is caught in the corner here, and now 2 spikes, about to be, not 3, can go for the snap and the down.
It's already 1 Cypher left, and just the breaking wheel just got his skill full. And
yeah,
we already have a survivor in the area to come for the save.
Yeah, that is that mercenary, right? So Cypher is already primed. They're gonna try and prolong this from happening. We're gonna see mercenary eat 1 spike. Antiquarian able to get rescue, has 1 more spike. He wants to get 2 spikes on in a snap. So for them to force the pop to happen. Antiquarian couldn't get the hit, and now we see not disarmed. They're gonna go for that pop, and look at that, just the distance that Mini Panda was able to establish.
And now Mini Panda is in the dungeon area, and the breaking wheel, he only have the excitement to use.
Yeah.
He doesn't have trump card, he doesn't have detention. It's gonna be a hard time for him.
And note that Antiquarian does have an elbow pad, just so that the Antiquarian can kite out to dungeon here. So Mini Panda has to use his last elbow pad very well, because it all hinges on that. If they're able to get a 4-person escape, is the exit gate open? He's gonna try to camp it out here, able to get through, and that is gonna be a 4-person escape.
That's what a very absolutely impressive 4 escape from the empty survivor.
Yeah, then I did not catch when they made that switch happen, but able to make the switch of the pads, dropping down the pads for the Antiquarian to use once the Cypher pop was just chef's kisses. And Mini Panda is well on his way to actually get MVP, because that's 204 seconds, Giselle, of containment time.
Yeah, 200 seconds. Oh my god, very impressive. If it was me, it's just gonna be 5 seconds.
I mean, same here, unless we got windows of opportunity, right? So
Yeah.
again, these guys, you got to give them much respect, both hunters and survivors, for entertaining us all and giving us amazing matches here. However, it is FT to get the first round in spectacular fashion, by the way. That was just an amazing showing of their survivor side. And also Kuga, both of them, Kuga and Mini Panda, actually have a good track record to get MVP. So I'm excited to see how that's who's gonna get MVP based on round number 1. But then again, this is a best of 3. If FT can continue on this trajectory, Jocks will be sent to the lower bracket.
FT is having an advantage of having 10 points successfully from the first round, and heading into the next round, probably they're gonna still try their best, and Jocks had to absolutely put more effort on going against this FT team, the former champion.
Yeah. Any highlights that you want to mention with that amazing survivor play match?
Well, I guess I have to say that the Barmaid actually did a great job of buying more time, containing the hunter, so that the mercenary can save the antiquarian successfully. And the part where the Breaking Wheel lose the antiquarian for a time actually give the survivor the advantage to have a successful escape.
Yeah. Mini Panda on the antiquarian, right? That first chase was just so good. So it was just a beautiful showing of kiting ability and also excellent teamwork, right? Just we saw Mini Shadow kind of distract for a bit, try to body block. Mercenary going for the backdoor rescue. Saw a little bit of the female dancer as well. She was basically the main decoder, but I think it's not just Mini Panda that was put on display, folks. It was just the teamwork of Team Future. So this is why they were hailed, or they won this the previous championship. So they're the reigning and defending IVA champions. And now Team Jocks actually is the one to contest for them. So 10-0, Giselle. That scoreline is actually gonna haunt Jocks in round number 2. So it's gonna be a little tough for them to try and bounce back from this.
Well, but it's just a round 1. They still have 2 more rounds to go with, and they still have chance to make a turn.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Hopefully, I definitely want to see more of Jocks because again, Len, I want to see if how the female hunters go. I also want to see how the cowboy meta is coming in. We also talked to Nello and NTT previously off stream, and they really thought that the cowboy would counter that Bon, but Kuga, with a lot of hunters in his roster, he's like, nah, I'm not gonna play Bon. We can play Dream Witch. So
yeah,
I'm really excited for round number 2.
Yeah, round number 2, and actually I'm still hoping to see like a female hunter coming in right here. Maybe a geisha.
Oh yeah, a geisha is definitely a good pick. Especially in the later rounds, we've seen how well geisha players. Maybe if it's a bigger map, right? I wonder if what map we're gonna settle this in. Do we have any we're gonna get some confirmation on what the map is gonna be, folks. But we're gonna take a short break, and when we return, it's gonna be round number 2 of FT versus Jocks.
子だから怖くないよ。
今だけ俺に殺されるな。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私がこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。
俺だぞ。俺の欲しいもん逃がすわけねえだろ。3、2、1。俺は嘘は嫌いなんだよ。
ザック、忘れてない。忘れてなんてない。だって誓ったもの。ザックと私二人で誓ったもの。レイチェル・ガードナー、これはいらない。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
Okay, welcome back, guys. I'm Giselle, and my duo caster today, Part 5. So, it was a very impressive game from FT in Jocks, and FT secured themselves an impressive 10. So, I'm excited to see what Jocks are gonna bring to the table.
Yeah, and we kind of got our wish. We will get Moonlit River Park. And we might get your wish, Giselle, because I know you wanted to see a geisha, unless the geisha gets banned. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Because I do feel like hopefully Kuga will bring out a geisha or something. Because I'm sure that even though it's a big map, they have to ban the Dream Witch, right? They got 4K'd with that Dream Witch. You have to respect ban it. So Let's see if they're prepared for Kuga to come in. We're just gonna have to wait and see who will be playing Hunter first or who will be playing Survivors first. And while that's happening, just want to give more shout outs. We got Lonka Blanca getting a C badge VIP. Let's go. So you can get badges,
Ooh.
guys. It's for interacting. Jong is here as well. Boo Boo is here. Did I pronounce that correctly?
And I also want to shout out my dear Boo Boo. She is a very long-term supporter. Jong and Blanc. It's nice to have you guys here supporting us, supporting IBA.
Yeah, keep supporting it, guys. Send this to your friends. Keep watching. And, a like goes a long way. And we're at 233,000 and strong. Oh, my goodness. Please keep sharing the stream. Let everyone know. This is day number 1. We got 2 packed weekends of IVA action here. And we're starting things off with FT versus Jocks. This is round number 2, first half. And we're going to Moonlit River Park, and it seems like it's still Lee Sang-soo that will be the hunter. So we're not going to see Len Len come in anytime soon just yet.
And yes, Lee Sang-soo, that was he did come with a breaking wheel. So now I'm hoping to see if he going to go with the breaking wheel again, or he gonna bring in a new hunter. And now on the table, we already can remove Seer and the Antiquarian, the very 2 strong survivor.
Yeah, interesting that it shows Seer and Antiquarian for sure, because the Panda on the Antiquarian was so good. I thought he'd go for like a Priestess, but maybe he's gonna pick maybe a Breaking Wheel because it's not as effective. But we see the FT actually banning the Wax Artist, so he still has access to that Breaking Wheel. And Breaking Wheel doesn't really care that much about the Priestess's portal. So let's see if FT is going to pick up that Priestess. And it's going to be Mercenary and Priestess to lock in for FT to start things off.
Yeah, as I mentioned, if you have a chance, you have to get it. And they already got the Priestess in their lineup. And the Mercenary, well, we have another 2 big and strong survivor here. But I guess they would need to have a decoder.
Yeah. Do I? Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat also. Do I have a chat? Jeez, is that me on one of the emojis? Anyway, oh my goodness. I'm just looking at how there are C badges in chat, folks. So just another quick reminder for you guys to subscribe to Mello's YouTube channel and also his Facebook page for the latest updates in terms of IVA, and also the latest updates in terms of like casting and behind the scenes stuff. And also he streams a lot of Identity 5, so he's churning out the content. And as we move along here, Prospector and Dancer get banned here, Giselle.
Yeah, obviously another Prospector gonna have a more like support, and they're gonna have like a very pretty nice Kai and support from the Prospector. And the Dancer, she actually bought a lot of time for the Survivor, and we are looking to see what Mini Panda gonna come up with.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Mini Panda, or one of the teammates here of FT, once they shuffle it around, we're gonna go with a Batter. So a Batter we don't see that much. Shout outs to Sincerely and Nell, because they go Batter, Prospector. It gets so annoying for hunters when when I rank up with them. But I give big shout outs to them for helping me, like carrying me through rank. But we're gonna see the last ban onto the Patient. So this still allows FT to, Dancer is banned. In a map like this, you still, if you want a decoder, you can go Prisoner, you can go Mechanic, you can go Psychologist, but they're gonna go with the Acrobat.
Acrobat. Well, having Acrobat in team, but I guess he's gonna be one of the first target that the Lee Sang-soo might have go with though.
Yeah, Acrobat in this map, there were changes to the last stop where the hunter can go down, but you still have some pretty good jump spots with the Acrobat. And Lee Sang-soo just going with a throwback here. We're going to see a Sculptor come into the Moonlit River Park.
Moonlit River Park with the Galati. I guess in this map, Galati gonna have to have a blink in her hand as to catch up easier for the Survivor.
Yeah, and not to mention also she needs to get her first skill unlocked just so she can have the chisel or the sword, just so she can monitor and still have a good map awareness of or pressure, right? And she really comes like she levels up when she gets her second skill when it's tier 2 statues. So at the start of the game, I'm not sure if Jocks is gonna be or Lee Sang-soo is gonna bring insolence just so she can get there faster. Because I have to ask, just like, who do you think would be the best chase among these four to start off with a sculptor?
Well, we have the Molivia Pup and we have the Acrobat here, but I guess it's gonna be better if we go with the Batter.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to say, right? Because you have to pick your poison between all these really good kiters. And even the spots they're located at, look, Mini Dragon, you know, at last stop, that's actually a really good place to, you know, throw bombs at. And he can easily transition toward the paladin area or the tent. Mini Blue in the 2-story buildings, when the drop down happens, he could actually go for the hit. And now we're going to see Lee Sang-soo. So it seems like, yeah, he might actually commit towards the Acrobat like you mentioned at the start. Oh no, hang on. We're going to go in between the Priestess and Mercenary. So will this be locked in? This is unorthodox here, Giselle.
Well, I guess it's gonna be. I don't really want.
I'm confused. Yeah, I'm like, wow,
yeah.
That's gonna be a little tough. But you know what? Lee Sang-soo is the professional here, so we're just gonna have to leave it to him and trust the process here for Lee Sang-soo.
Alright, and we have Mini Shadow as a priest, Mini Dragon as an acrobat, Mini Panda as mercenary, and Mini Blue Axe. And let's head into the game with FT and Jocks. This is Giselle, and joining with me, Porspy.
Yeah, so it seems like he's actually going to double back, you know, the mercenaries there, probably just to lock down the cipher that's from afar. So this is actually kind of good. But it seems like he's actually chasing Shadow. So he's going to have to be very careful because Shadow over here, the priestess, yeah, could just use that portal. And now she's already transitioned towards a far part. This is going to actually not even go through it. He's going to actually roll his way towards the middle. Note that he brought detention. No insolence, by the way. So Lee Sang-soo is going to have to build up his presence to begin with. And now chasing Mini Blue the batter.
Yeah, Mini Blue is and heading towards the station. Up here, just be careful. Oh, from the tree right there.
Yeah, it just seems like, yeah, Mini Blue just transitioning away and finding a way to just be at the center, and now forcing Lee Sang-soo to actually transition to a different target. And it seems like Shadow is the next viable target, so this is going to be a little tough since it's still Shadow. So again, in this area, it's just so tough because she has portals to use, and he's just cleaning it up, and that just allows Shadow to actually just transition even more. So the chase continues.
Another statue hit. Oh, the blink though. The galaxy blink and actually did not successful to hit it.
It's a little tough to see a miss blink, especially if you're a hunter main. And Shadow just having the kite of his life here, so beautiful stuff on the side. And Mini Blue here with the support. Can he get the hit off just to provide a little more distance from this kite? Able to get it, and now actually knocking the sculptor towards the priestess, so forced to drop down that pallet. So it's still looking tough for the survivors here because we're still at 4 ciphers.
Yeah, but looking at the cipher right now, we actually have another cipher pop in a nice palette from the battle right there. They actually harassing the hunter, and Priestess not even one time on the chair.
Yeah, but she's 1 chip damage away from falling down, and this is what's so hard, Giselle, because he doesn't have his chisel yet. There's no first skill unlocked, and Shadow already has 1 holy key to use. He's gonna try to go through, able to get it, and this just can provide so much more distance. He's gonna be forced to go through the portal. The stun is gonna happen, and let's see if he's able to transition towards the 2nd story to drop down for Lee Sang-soo to continue the chase onto this priestess.
well, chasing in this story is gonna be tough. As Galaxy take a lot of time to vote through this. That now we are back to the open area, and Priestess have to be really careful as she have no more bottle.
Yeah, so she's gonna have to rely on actually going towards these palleted area. Gonna double back. Wow, able to get another pallet stun. That's a lot of pallet stuns for one hunter to take. 2 ciphers remaining. Batter is in the area. We're gonna see a chip damage here for the priestess to fall down. Batter able to get it, but unfortunately the priestess falls down. Batter actually was so close to actually getting hit there. We're gonna see another one. Couldn't get the hit, and now priestess might actually see the rocket share now.
And now a 2 cipher. Actually, another cipher is already done at this point. Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be super tough. Mini Blue now is gonna have to go for this rescue. We're gonna see Dragon get harassed. Luckily, it's not tier 2 statues, so Mini Dragon it doesn't have to be very has to be very careful to not get hit by just the tier 1 statues. But at least it's not tier 2s. We're gonna see Mercenary go for the rescue, trying to farm out a hit, able to get a hit off the Mercenary, and Priestess able to get rescued.
And we have the better support here. As long as they can buy more time for the Acrobat to decode, they can secure a very pretty 4 escape.
They could, and that's going to be an insane showing in day number 1 of the IVA. Mini Blue now being chased. A lot of injuries happening left and right. Acrobat needs to be ready with that pop when the time comes, right? But Batter's doing still an amazing job. Still has 2 balls to utilize just in case he needs to go for a hit, and able to get it, but not able to get enough distance. He gets the hit, and they pop, and he didn't bring borrow time.
Yeah. Borrow time is not having on this battle right here, and he's gonna go on the chair. But now the Galaxy have the teleport in their hand.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna see a chisel be used already at full presence, so he can try to down. Mini Dragon here eats 1 hit. Has to be so careful here. He's gonna try and time a bomb jump from happening, but now 1 more hit, he will be falling down. But the detention's still here, so they're trying to pressure this rescue while pressuring the gate. So no, Lee Sang-soo still has that teleport, is holding it. It's gonna spot out Shadow. So this is an intense standoff that we're seeing here as they try to open the gate and try to pressure this rescue from happening, Giselle.
We have the Mini Dragon to open the gate, but it's an Acrobat. It's gonna take quite a lot of time. But now, Priestess and Mercenary have to make a decision.
Or they might sacrifice Batter. Mercenary is already away from the rescuing the Batter, and Priestess already has made her way towards that gate. So maybe they're contented with just getting a 3-person escape. It's too risky. They're trying to go for a teleport, but it's the Mercenary. He can definitely tank a hit. Or the dungeon.
We all got himself the dungeon right there. That was a very impressive match from the survivor right there.
Yeah, I lost count with how many pallet strikes. Actually, we can see it here. So 2 pallet strikes. We have 1 on Priestess side, 1 on Batter side, 1 rescue from Mercenary and Batter. So again, an excellent performance. It was Priestess to get the longest kite of 167. Not the same amount as the Antiquarian, but considering it's still a Priestess, Lee Sang-soo really had a hard time because Shadow really knew the spots to use the holy keys at. So yeah, Giselle, tell me about your thoughts on this match and how it played into the survivors' favor there.
And yeah, we have to mention about the support of Battle, Mini Blue right there. Look at his container this time. It's also all the same like the Priestess. It's over 137 seconds. Very nice support from the Battle. The coordination was great. They really got Lee Sang-soo a hard time.
Yeah. I think this just shows that in a competitive lineup, you'd really need a harasser, whether it be Antiquarian, whether it be Batter, just so you can keep the hunter on the defense. And you saw that on Mini Blue's side. There were some ball strikes that he wasn't able to land. And at the end, he already did enough to secure the victory, right? He didn't bring borrowed time, but it's totally fine. Like, I think the batter, like, worst case scenario, I'll sacrifice myself. And that really played to the team's favor. And usually with a risky play like that, it's a little scary. But you know what? Team Future was able to make it work.
Well, it's a tournament, right? It's if we take risks, maybe we will have a better result. So, well, a very nice game from the Survivor team and Lee Sang-soo. Yeah, he actually have a nice hunter pick, but unfortunately, the coordination from the Survivor team is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, towards the end, right? The Acrobat was getting hit at the exit gate because, like you mentioned, Acrobat takes so long to open the gate. So you can only dodge so many statues. And big shout outs to Boo Boo calling out, like, the batter brought flywheel because he tried to flywheel in order to body block, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So yeah, just a lot of action, folks. If you guys want to watch the VODs once again, you know what to do. Subscribe to Nello Mello's YouTube channel and also hit the bell icon to see the latest uploads. We also, I believe, Nell was able to upload the qualifier match before the playoffs, so you can actually see how the other teams performed in their journey to get to this position. So just an incredible showing so far for Future. They've been looking really good to start things off. But like you mentioned, Giselle, these are the defending champions.
And talking about the elimination, I actually had to spoil. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys should watch right now. There was a very interesting Ever Sleeping Town map that the train was the MVP right there.
I remember we watched that. I don't know if they recorded our reactions on that one. Yeah, so that's just gives you more incentive, guys, just to subscribe and watch those videos. It's in the video tabs. So I know right now you're watching a live. We're at 261, Giselle. Oh my gosh, there's so much people watching. Real quick, chat, can you guys put the flags of where you guys are watching? Because we were trying to see who's watching from where. We have people from the Philippines, from Thailand, from Southeast Asia, but we also have some other people, I believe, in other regions. So can you guys do us a favor and just put an emote of the country or the place you're watching at, just so that we know? Because again, Nell's trying to build a community, and he wants to know, like, the certain audience, and this also, the interactions also kind of help. So please do, like, let us know through emojis or through words where you guys are watching from. Hearts. All right. I'm from your heart. What? So I believe, Red, are we signaling for a break? Yeah, okay, we are. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, it's going to be the second half of round number 2.
いい子だから怖くないよ。
今だけ俺に殺されるな。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私がこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。
俺だぞ。俺の欲しいもん逃がすわけねえだろ。3、2、1。俺は嘘は嫌いなんだよ。
ザック、忘れてない。忘れてなんてない。だって誓ったもの。ザックと私、二人で誓ったもの。レイチェル・ガードナー、これはいらない。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
Alright, welcome back guys. I'm Giselle in this part right here. And we are back with FC and Joshua. So what do you think about the last match, Posh?
Yeah, the last match was just a showcase again of how FT survivors individually they're really good, but if you have them work together, it's so hard to counter. And like you said, Sculptor is a good pick. It's just that you need to be able to get the presence early on, and Lee Sang-ju was very formidable, but yeah, chasing the priestess at the start, that's kind of playing into what FT wanted. And fortunately for FT, they were able to get a 3-person escape. The batter, potential MVP with how well he was able to contain the hunter, support, and also provide harassment for that priestess, and he was the sacrifice. So now we're going to switch things up, Giselle. So now it's going to be Jocks that's going to be surviving, while Kuga hopefully will bring out a geisha.
Well,
Meow
yeah.
Pie's coming in. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Meow Pie, I mean, he's got a lot, but I know you have some notes on Meow Pie. Tell us a little bit about him.
Well, we all know Melpai, a very experienced player, and actually he got to play some hunter like Antonio, like Claire, but heading into Moonlit River Park though, what you among this hunter, what would be the best for him?
Breaking Wheel. I'm kidding. It depends on how he wants to play this, right? And actually, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember when he brought out in Koa that gave him that 4K. Was it a Breaking Wheel? If anybody in chat remembers, let us know. Or if Fred or NTT or Nell remembers, let us know. But as Nell mentioned, Meow Pai just uses a lot of hunters, so it's going to be really tough, especially if Jocks has the same mentality of okay, he's definitely gonna use a Bonbon. Let's hard counter it. Then oops, I'm not picking a Bonbon. I'm picking a Dream Witch, or I'm picking something else. So they have to be ready for anything, because Meowpai has when he first came out, right, in IVA, he made his debut here in competitive, right? He was really good on that breaking wheel. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what he has to bring to the table. Maybe breaking wheel. Would you, if you could request any hunter, Giselle, who would it be?
In this map, will it real about? I would like to have maybe a Wu-Chang.
Oh, we can dream, we can hope for the Wu-Chang.
Yes, we all have hope.
I hope so too, but I don't know. But I'm with you there. I'm sniffing that copium here if we can try and get that Wu-Chang going on. But we're gonna see the ban of the Seer and the Mercenary. So allowing the Priestess to come on through, Meowpai making his debut. Well, not debut, but he's making his first match here in IVA 2023, day number 1. So let's see if Jocks is gonna ban that breaking wheel of his.
Well, now I'm not sure about the hunter, but Jocks, they definitely have to bring a harasser and a decoder in hand, as the result is not looking good for their team. On the first round, they got 10-0. So, teeth 3 point right here.
Yeah, I mean the point differential can get to you if that's gonna be obviously it's a deciding factor, right? But we start with rounds, and they really just need to secure this round. The bare minimum, like you said, they can get is like 3-1, a 3-person escape. And your question was answered, Giselle. They are gonna bring a harasser in the Antiquarian and the Priestess as well, just for the mobility. So let's see, because Meowpai, I was really thinking he was gonna go for that breaking wheel, but since it's banned already, it's going to be tough for him to kind of pick up the pieces here, since these two survivors are so strong against any hunter.
We have a very huge to actually go with a hunter that have more mobility.
So interestingly enough, they definitely need more mobility. We're going to see some bans onto the survivor side. So they're banning out all of the healers. So we're taking out the barmaid, we're taking out the psychologist. So is he going to go for single hit hunters? Or maybe could be Bloody Queen too, like as you mentioned. But now they're going to double down on that mobility, picking the Toy Merchant. So imagine that. You got Priestess and Toy Merchant in one map. That's an expressway from first stop to last stop, if you ask me, with a well-placed catapult, with well-placed portals. It's going to be a little tough for Meowpai to pin down a certain survivor. So really good picks on Jocks' side. And we're going to the last ban is going to be the Batter, Giselle.
Well, the Batter is banned, as we can see that in the previous
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I was getting a little choppy there. But we're gonna see a forward get picked at the end there. So it's 2 harassers, 2 mobility characters. So it seems like they're going for this all or nothing support roundup here by Jocks. Again, this is potentially their last stand to stay at the upper bracket. So this is going to be interesting. Meowpai going for the Ripper, Giselle. Not the Wu-Chang, but the Ripper.
He was at that moment now. The track in here is quite interesting, and I hope to see that he will have a very pretty foggy place.
Yeah, hopefully. But I mean, you have to admit, Ripper not in the meta. Yes, very good to beginner friendly. You know, no nonsense. You know what? He uses the Foggy Blade and then goes for regular hit to easy down. He gets invisible. When he hits the Foggy Blade, he can go for that speed boost when he uses it. So yeah, this is gonna be tough because he didn't eliminate any of the mobility characters, and you have 2 stunners. So I'm just a little concerned with Meow Pai's pick here because he might have a hard time, and a lot of people are also thinking like, oh dang, this is going to be a little tough because it's the hunter can get bullied with this type of lineup. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to see how Meow Pai cooks here because he has been known as one of the best hunters out there.
And now we can see that Malpai pick in the middle, and he actually can asset to the survivors surrounding there. And actually, we check, any of them can be the first perfect target.
Yeah, so once again, ladies and gentlemen, Giselle on one side, Posh Spice on the other mic. We're gonna see potentially the last match if they cannot, if Jocks survivors, if they cannot at least get a 3-person escape, it is going to be FT to take the victory, while we see the Ripper actually roam around the tent area. He's gonna spot out some scratch marks here on the floor. The forward will be the first chase, Giselle.
And now we have the forward inside the tent area. He has to transition our way because the tent area, we only have this chair to kite with. And with a jack, you need to cover his side.
Yeah, and he did bring insolence though, insolence and detention. So I think he's gonna try and tie this one with this type of build. He's gonna try to go for a kill early on, but tries to go for the Foggy Blade. You know, Juan's not gonna attempt to try and juke it. He's immediately gonna go for that forward ball. But now, can he make it towards the palleted area? He's gonna use the watch, but the forward eats a hit.
And that was a nice prediction from Melpai. Now forward have to transition away from this bridge area. Ooh, and we have the support from the priestess right there.
That was a close Foggy Blade. That was actually too close to call. But we see that the forward actually is going to use the catapult to get to the land at the second stop here. Juan, can he get to the track in time? Able to get it. He does have excitement, so this does force him to walk on foot. He's going to go through the portal here, and it seems like he's actually transitioning. He's going to go for the Foggy Blade, the flywheel though, to counter it.
The flywheel was really on point from the Priestess, and now Priestess becomes the next target. Oh, the charge attack, but he got a hit right there.
Yeah, again, a beautiful exchange there. Priestess now being the sole focus. We're going to see him just break this pallet. He's still holding on to this excitement, right? The team probably knows already that he didn't have Blink, because that could have been the perfect attempt to try and Blink. Goes for a Foggy, able to get it through the corner there. Beautiful timing on Meow Pai's Foggy Blade.
A very nice propagate Foggy played, and now Princess is going on the chair while we are still having 4 cipher going on. But actually, one of the cipher on the bridge already almost done.
Yeah, it's still tough for Meow Pai to call this a victory. He just needs to secure 1 down and then go for a detention kill at the end game. So now it is the Antiquarian that will go for this rescue. He needs to time this Foggy Blade well to try and deter her from rescuing. Goes for the Foggy Blade a little too far. Beautiful avoidance there. He's gonna go for the disarm, but the excitement able to counter that, and now could be a double down situation. We're gonna see another hit, 2 hits, and now a disarmed Ripper is running about.
And now Ripper is back to he can hit right now, and we're still going with the Princess. But here she got the portal, and ooh,
tried to go back to the portal. The elevator portal couldn't quite work out, and now Meow Pai is gonna try and down this Priestess again. He's gonna clean up the portal. We're gonna see the Antiquarian here, unfortunately, has to go away. That is the first kill that he gets, and now he's gonna focus on another one, Giselle.
Now chasing the Antiquarian. 1 cipher is already 80%, but they got a brand new cipher have to go on.
Oh, flywheel's a little too early, but the Foggy was not able to connect. 2 ciphers remaining. Like you said, they have to work on a new cipher. Another hit onto the Ripper here. Again, this is a close quartered area. He's going to have to wait for his moment to strike. So let's see. Able to get the corner. Antiquarian is down. 1 cipher remains, Giselle.
1 cipher remaining at 40%, and now the forward is in the area to come for his teammate Antiquarian that just got the first chair right here.
Luckily for the forward. Oh my goodness, still has it's at the tide turner. He's gonna go for the hit, the terror shock, Giselle. Oh my, I think I jinxed it. I'm so sorry. He got hit early on, and unfortunately Meowpie's camping was just on another level. He cannot pop because the forward is actually on the balloons. So this is a tough call for the survivors of Jocks.
Ooh, but now Meowpie put down the forward and standing right there looking at the cipher. I guess he want to get himself a 4K right there.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for the Antiquarian to expire and see if like a pumpkin is gonna pop. We're gonna see him move a little bit closer or not, because they're gonna have to only 1 chance to pop it, right? And now he's gonna know that the heartbeat is gonna be gone. He's gonna actually go for the force heal onto the forward. They're gonna pop it. The tension is gonna be in the air. We're gonna see the toy merchant actually try and kite it out here at the god kiting area, forcing the slide to happen, and now Ripper goes for the hit.
And now we have toy machine down right there, and a forward is opening the front gate. But as you know, the Jack doesn't have the teleport in his hand, so I guess it will be a 3K.
Yeah, 3K will be imminent here. Forward's about to open up the exit gate, but you know what? Meowpie only needed a tie. He went above and beyond that with an unconventional hunter. I mean, I feel like if we asked him nicer, he would have brought out a Wu Chang, but he's brought out the Jack, which I'm super excited to see because you rarely see a Jack. And yeah, he performed very well. He played very patiently. Tried to make uses of the Foggy Blade, even though he went up with the meta of survivors with the Antiquarian, the Toy Merchant. He was still able to get a 3K, so that's just showing how well this player is. So I'm excited to see more of Meowpie. I'm so super excited to see more of Team FT. And also, you know what? It's not the end of Jocks' journey yet because they're still at the lower bracket.
Yeah, Jojo, don't lose hope on yourself because you still have more opportunity to shine again. And congratulations to Team FT to advance to next round.
Any highlights you want to mention, Giselle, on FT's journey here? Because there's a lot to mention, both Hunter side and Survivor side. What was your favorite part of the match for FT here?
Especially, I had to mention about the Foggy plays. Was almost hit the priestess right there. Like
that was close. Yeah,
that was really close. But despite of that, we still have a very nice Foggy Blade in the moving carousel area. And what was the survivor over there? Like she got the Foggy Blade right.
Toy Merchant. Yeah. It was so weird because he hit him here, but the Toy Merchant fell to the right. I was like, wow, how did that hit? I guess like the what's that? The hitbox. And speaking of Ripper, you know what? If you guys didn't check out the chat, there's going to be an exhibition match. Since it's kind of early, the next match will be at 8 o'clock. NTT will have an exhibition hunter match, and a lot of people wanted to vote for Zack the Ripper, the Eskin. So it's actually really poetic that, you know what, Meowpie ended this match with a Ripper, and we're going to see NTT. He's going to show everyone, guys. He's going to show everyone, this is how you use Ripper. I'm going to get a 4K instead of a 3K. So expect that later, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like NTT has gotten 66% onto the Zack the Ripper. Have you seen the skin, Giselle?
I have seen on his stream like for last night. Yeah.
Last night, yeah. He was saying that the hitbox or like the Zack's hitbox is much better than the Jack's hitbox. So he's gonna. It's true. There you go. You summon NTT here. So sorry, you won't be using your Haster, man. You're gonna have to use the Zack the Ripper. So
yeah, that's the bummer.
But you know, I'm glad that you got that skin. You know, we will be advertising that if you guys haven't seen it yet. You know, the anime of Angels. What was the anime?
Angel of Death.
Angel of Death. So I'm
There
super
we go.
excited to see more of that. Giselle, any predictions of how many K we're gonna see for for
Oh my
NTT
God.
tonight?
Entity, a very experienced hunter. I'm
Yes.
hoping to see a 4K from you.
4K.
Oh my God,
At least the
I'm
4K.
getting
At least the
5
4K. Yeah, at least the 4K. I don't know how many because I got 30 minutes, right? Depending on the match queue time. We're just gonna have to play probably like at most 3 matches, but you know, NTT works so fast because he gets 4Ks like left
Oh,
and right, like 5-minute
Yeah.
4Ks. So we might see 4Ks. So you guys have to tune in and see. But looking down below, that is the results, folks. FT 16-2 against Jocks. An incredible performance by both teams, but it is Team FT to take the victory here. Are we gonna have a graphic to see the brackets, or is everything still okay? I guess we're still gonna keep talking. So yeah, once again, congratulations to Team FT. Moving on, I would say with great ease. And I have to ask you, Giselle, how was your experience casting for the first time?
Actually, after doing like a few match already, I had to admit that on the few previous match, I was sweating a lot.
I hope you're staying hydrated with water.
Yes.
Oh, we're actually just gonna
Oh.
transition right away. Like we're not even gonna go to a break. We're gonna go straight into NTT.
There's no break for me.
There's no break for you. Okay. So we have Zach. What do you like the most about this NTT? Are you gonna cosplay him soon?
Like, I'm not gonna roll bandage around my face.
Yeah, don't do that. That beautiful face of yours. Don't throw a bandage.
Actually, the
around
best
it.
thing is probably his attack animation. It's different from every other skin. Like,
True.
You have the Seiko attacking the survivor. That's the first.
Interesting. Nell, are you here? Is he gonna commentate with us or just talk about it? So, I'd love to get I'd love to hear NTT's play-by-play of himself.
Okay,
Oh,
let's get started.
Alright.
This is NTT on the Ripper, obviously bullying low tiers.
okay, thank you. Spawning here, someone gonna be at the back gate, someone gonna be at the front gates, another at the first breakable, and another at the back breakable.
Nell, you have to make Giselle's prediction correct, right? 4K or nothing. She predicted
4K or
4K. You
nothing,
have to
yeah.
get 4K.
For reals. I don't think he even needs
Oh!
Keeper. Look at that. He doesn't
Dude,
need
pro,
Keepers.
pro. My God, stop the match, guys. This guy's too pro.
Stop it.
Oh, it's a
Oh my
journalist.
God.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Okay.
It's pretty fast, yeah.
Yeah. The
He's
journalist.
patroller, honestly.
See, I'm done with the patroller. That's way before.
Let him cook. Let him cook, as the
I'm
Gen
cooking,
Z
I'm
say.
He is.
He's
If he doesn't get the journalist down when the first cipher has been popped, then he sucks.
Oh, oh, that's a threat then.
Okay, here we go. Get it down. Get it. I believe in you,
Come on!
NTT. Let's go.
You can do it! Oh!
That's fine.
That's
That doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, he got it down before the four cipher. So we're
Yeah,
we're good.
I'm
No,
winning.
before. He's winning. He's winning in life.
Let's go.
One cipher done. Yeah.
Ayo.
Make him a believer, NTT. Make him a believer.
Just
You got
now, just now I noticed there's a composer and a prisoner, so it's probably gonna be a cipher rush.
Oh.
it. Okay.
For
Good
real,
analysis. Good analysis. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's see. Oh, spots out.
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh, nice
That's
nice
fine. That's fine. That was a good hook. That was a good hook.
It was.
Still got- Nice little speed boost here. Gets the hit.
Wow.
Ooh, the laugh.
Okay. Here we
This
go.
this guy rescues better than my random Alicorn teammate.
Oh, but the cipher disruption. Here we go. Oh, little bro. Journalist down, dude. NTT's got this. I
Yeah.
can smell the 4K.
The little bro is just running away. He's like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Because there's no palette.
What's that?
Oh, look at this. The aggression on NTT. He's mad.
Mm,
He's violent, bro.
I'm third for blood,
He's built different.
For reals.
for real.
Two ciphers have been done though. So.
Oh, two cipher.
three
Oh,
ciphers
no.
actually. Yeah, cipher rush, right? Prisoner, composer.
Yeah,
No. You got this.
I'm shaking in my boot.
Nah,
Oh,
you're good.
man, yeah. You're cooking so far.
Oh, double rescue. That means no one's decoding. Oh,
Wow.
okay, that was good dodge. Good dodge. That's fine. Oh, a little traffic jam. Hang on, everyone's injured.
Oh,
Zap.
Wow.
that's that.
The coordination is pretty
Yeah,
good.
they're on VC, dude. They're sniping us, Nell. The 200
They-
viewers that are
They're
watching
probably
us.
playing some tournament also.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
This is Team Venom, dude. Didn't you know their name? It's the next match. They're warming up with NTT.
For real.
Oh my god.
Okay, first survivor down. Easy. Let's go.
4K on that thing. I think it's very doable.
Sure,
he's
yeah, it
dying on
is.
the last
If
cycle.
I win, if I have a 4K, now gonna have to buy me a KFC meal.
Bro, you're playing on low tier. I'm not gonna
I-
buy you.
I know.
You make Giselle's prediction. It's just, yeah. If you get 2 4Ks, then.
Okay, something cheaper.
Okay. I'll buy you football.
Okay, better.
50k Vietnam dong.
Turbo only 30k.
Oh yeah, that's true. Do you know how much is
Uh-oh.
30k in USD?
How much?
$1.20, I think.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
for real.
god.
Yeah, that's how much it costs to eat noodles, rice noodles with soup and beef. $1.20.
30K.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh my god.
speed boost through the window. It's fine. Just look at it.
That was some of the worst aim ever.
Being too hard on yourself, man. You still got him down. That's all good. Let's get the
For real.
4K. Just get the 4K. We'll cut this in post. Don't worry. Like
Okay,
once
okay.
this stream is over, we'll cut out and then you're just like
Editing,
"Ooh, we got
The magic of
it."
editing.
Yeah, exactly. Fix it in post. That's what my friends always say.
For reals. Oh, someone's flexing with that. Do you know that
Whoa.
you hold the peeper, you can look like in a 360 view.
Yeah, that used to be a hack for the geisha player. They can hold the peeper and then try to dash through the wall.
Oh, that's cool. I never know that. Okay, that's crazy. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Look at that. Pro NTT.
That prisoner
Thank
looks like me, penciling attack recovery.
We're all
That's
guilty of it.
That would be me also.
But it was so close though. It was really close.
Mhm.
What makes
Nah.
NTT? What makes his hitbox better than Ripper's? Sorry, Jacks. the way he swings it?
Probably because I'm right-handed, and this is the only Jack skin that hits from the right, hand. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So most of the player they used to dodging the forky blade on the left.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this throws them off. Okay. Oh, patient. Oh, boom.
There we go.
Easy lineups. Look at that. NTT, a Valorant player. It's got the lineups, bro.
Yeah, I'm CS:GO player.
Here we go.
Sneak attack. Where are you going?
Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Oh, he's
Oh,
gone. Shouldn't have come out.
Oh,
How does that miss?
Oh,
Okay, never mind.
oh, that's fine. Doesn't matter. 4K.
GG.
Yeah, doing the handsome Jack justice.
All right,
I'm better than you, Kuga.
We're coming for you, Malpai. We're coming for you.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Yeah. Honestly, when Yalpai picked Jack, I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna use the Zack skin. Like,
Yeah, that would have been a good promotional thing, right? But,
Oh,
I guess.
maybe I'm gonna do it then. All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
So how many? Okay, so now chat. The prediction is how many 4Ks do you think NTT can do?
Oh my god.
Giselle, you said one 4K. Do you think he's gonna get another 4K? How many 4Ks do you think NTT is gonna do?
Well, and we can see that we are having entity as a hunter. So
Oh my god, professional.
Professional prediction from Giselle. Let's go. What do you think? How
Yes.
many 4Ks?
well, if we have 10 match, then we will have nine 4K.
Oh, okay. So
Oh wow.
you're only allowed to not get 4K once. So if you have like 3 matches, only you'll get 2 4Ks. Is that right, Giselle?
yeah.
okay.
So
Here's your challenge. Here's the challenge. Since it's so easy for you, here's your challenge. Go
Listen.
with no detention.
Oh, dude,
No,
no.
I think that's better. That's better for me.
right? That's okay, right?
You
Yeah.
sure? Ooh, really playing toward.
I already have something for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see someone familiar though. Ilan Jonget. Ilang Joket.
Dude, they're stream sniping.
Oh, bro.
They're gonna bring an anti-ripper. Watch this, dude.
Oh, hey, Cat.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Hello, hello, everyone.
Hey,
Mhm.
a cat loves you.
Mhm. And the blink.
And the blink.
no.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Yeah.
What? Blink is okay. Blink's okay.
Yeah, blink's
No.
cool.
All right.
Oh.
You're really good with peeper, dude. It's your call. As long as you don't bring attention, that's cool.
Nah, mate, he's like saying, yeah, this
Please,
guy's
please connect the cipher in an intelligent way.
Oh, really?
In an intelligent way.
And you see the singles now?
Yeah. That's some mini beefing that they are having right there.
Beef. Oh no.
Beef.
I'm just gonna get some water, you guys. So I'll be right back.
Yeah.
For real.
You want some beef? You can have some beef.
Very
All right, let's just get
Alright.
into the match.
Alright, Giselle, you can commentate now.
Oh,
If I commentate, I will commentate in a salty way. Okay.
Hey now.
Let me commentate in a salty way now.
Okay. Spawn in front of the shack, so someone gonna be at the back shack, front of the factory, in factory, and probably at the back factory.
Oh my god, the Jet going to find the first survivor.
Oh, entomologist.
Yeah, it's not an easy target. Entomologist has the bees to block. If the entomologist does not get it, oh my goodness, entomologist, your bees. Why do you leave your bees behind? If you're gonna play entomologist, your bees are you. You're part of the bees.
Oh.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's a beautiful style. Putting the bees, dropping the pallets, then
Oh.
just making sure that the hunter does not go. You see,
She
that's why I said
is-
bring a bling, right? Definitely.
She is playing with the palette very nicely. Not with the wind though.
Why? She got hit twice in a row with the wind. Oh my god.
Master Foggy Blade user.
That's really unfortunate. And Blink's not even.
Oh,
up
the clapping! Thank you.
yet. Yeah, for reals. But yeah, this is the. I think Jack early game is actually pretty doable because you can still see him. If he misses the Foggy Blade, he cannot move fast. He doesn't have Foggy Blade. But the moment your teammate gets hit twice, that's when he's really scary. My goodness, Elan Joget!
Yeah, I hit the chair right there. Unfortunate.
Oh my god, I thought you would hit the Merc.
Yeah, the mercenary.
Yeah, that's really good. Bro, Zack and Jack.
This
Let's go.
Jack skin's so good,
It is. Shoutouts to Sunny Kim 23. I'm still waiting.
Oh yeah.
For the Jack skin.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
Sunny. Oh yeah, Sunny. Sunny is holding a Jack skin giveaway on her Instagram, I believe.
For real. Slay. Please let me win, by the way. But
Yeah.
anyway, so that I don't need to buy. Should they sell? You think they're gonna sell here, or they're still gonna insist on rescuing?
They're still tinnitus. Oh, they are actually coming for the rescue. It's the Embalmer that is going.
Makes sense. Bomber is okay. Why do they all walk into the freaking? Foggy Blade? That's
Pressure
weird.
them.
Bro.
This
Nello-
Jack skin so handsome, they want to jump in.
Yeah. Blanc, I see you. Nello, give a shout out for Pride Month. Shout outs to all people celebrating Pride Month. Ooh, hashtag Pride Month.
Including me.
Hashtag too. Right, anyway. Beautifully done. Yeah, he's playing good.
Oh.
For sure. He's bullying the low tiers. That's why.
Hey now.
He is. He's a Hydra player. He's bullying. Alright. But still good.
My main account haven't got rank yet, You want to see matchup?
No.
Waiting time?
No. I'm fine. But Prisoner's gonna get chased. Is he gonna get hit by the Foggy? I don't even need to say it. He's definitely gonna get hit. Everyone's a Foggy magnet at this point. Mercenaries down, Embalmer's half health. 3 ciphers remaining.
Yeah.
This is worse than the Red Church. I don't know what to say except please get the
Just
jet
see.
skin.
No detention,
Yeah,
You
because
think
you
about
don't
making
even
start,
need You don't even need detention in this tier. For real.
In this tier, oh.
For real. I don't even get detention. But that's because I play the clown. Yeah, but they really want to rescue Merc. Probably the one coming in for the rescue.
Canada's still available, but I saw no one. Oh, mercenary is there.
Close, close.
Nice dodge, nice dodge.
Can you terror shock him?
Nah,
No.
not gonna bother.
Yeah. Not bad too much time, right?
Yeah.
Bobby in another 6 seconds.
Prisoner Electshock gonna be available. Foggy Blade 1-0. There we go.
Wow. He flew so far away. Prisoner's like, yeah, bro, I'm so sorry. Can you spare me and start spinning on the ground? Will you let him go if he does that?
Depends if the dungeon is near or not.
There you have it. Next time, die near the dungeon and spin. Almost
and trick.
has the coffin.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna look for the Embalmer. I believe the Embalmer didn't go in for the heal.
Oh, this is so sad. Embalmer's gonna be like, why? What?
Ooh, footstep. There we go.
Yeah. Embalmer's really weak when it comes to, like, getting chased by fast characters. He has nothing to cancel off the stuns. Cancel off the speed moves.
The Embalmer is a wrist supporter, but that is only when the coffin is down. So
For reals. Merc, still alive and well.
With some elbow pad, so I have to watch out.
For real. Well,
This might not be a 4K.
no. If it's not 4K, no
yeah.
football. No football.
Nice, nice elbow pad.
Okay. Okay, not be a 4K.
No.
What I miss? Holy smokes, dude. Let's go.
Oh wait, you can. Oh,
Surrender.
he surrendered, yeah. Honestly, he can rebirth and go towards the dungeon again, right?
Yeah, but I can wait him to be down and then pick him up immediately, so there would be no time for him to rebirth.
That is true. But anyway, thank you for the game, NTT.
Yeah,
and of
thank
course,
you.
yeah, we are heading into a short break. So don't go anywhere, guys, because right after this, we are going to see Venom versus FH. So don't go anywhere, guys. See you later.
4K.
いい子だから怖くないよ。
今だけ俺に殺されるな。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私がこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。
俺だぞ。俺の欲しいもん逃がすわけねえだろ。3、2、1。俺は嘘は嫌いなんだよ。
ザック、忘れてない。忘れてなんてない。だって誓ったもの。ザックと私、二人で誓ったもの。レイチェル・ガードナー、これはいらない。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
Okay, welcome back. I'm Giselle, and joining me is Posh Spice. Oh my god, Posh, what an amazing game just now. I love it. How do you like my teeth now? I'm smiling so wide.
Why did Giselle? You sound like Mickey Mouse. Like, hello there, everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. During the break, I took pizza, so my voice is a little. Okay, you know what? Let me just cough a little.
Giselle, you're back.
Alright,
There's
so-
okay. You just needed a cough. My goodness, that was crazy. For a second there, you kind of sounded like Nell, but I mean, shout outs to Nell, like commentating with us during the NTT exhibition match. We saw the Ripper skin, beautiful stuff. But yeah, Giselle, we took a break. Now we're back at it. Our next match is going to be Venom versus Fly High. How do you feel about that?
Well, we can see that Venom. Well, looking at their lineup, I can see that they have member actually from GH.
Yes.
We can
go for
see Gotcha 72S, and actually, and also we have Seichu. There's still some new face right there, but
Yeah. Can't Yung Kai and probably Tartagila. Yeah, so this, you know what, the names that pop out, right? I think maybe Seichu is on the Hunter side because he's only been playing Hunter, but Gajay and 72S donning the Survivor side, so that's actually really interesting to see. So I'm really excited to see how Venom will be handling their adversary, which is going to be Team Fly High. So Team Fly High also has some known names, notably Rainy K, which is Korone. I don't think he's going to be playing now. We have X-Ray, Toji, K2, and of course Hatari. This is Hatari's team, while we have the Hunters of Gukos and Peter Pan on Team Fly High. So, I mean, we did note that the first match, it was very sided towards Future here, but here I don't know. I feel like this one it could go to anyone, either Fly High or Venom.
Well, it's definitely a 50-50 situation right here
Yes.
because, we have the survivor from Venom, very experienced, very great in playing. Fly High, the survivor also very skillful from the elimination match. So I'm hoping to see that how the former champion and the new team coming up here gonna do to get maybe 4K for the or 4 escape for their team.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see at first how they're gonna come in. I was not able to see the matches, the qualifiers, so I'm super excited to see how they will be performing. And if you guys haven't seen the matches and want to see how they're gonna perform, do check out the VODs from the Nello Mello YouTube channel because it's all there. Do you recall any of the matches, Giselle? Were you able to watch any of them?
Actually, we haven't really watched the match from Venom, but we did saw their matches from other tournament and also the former IVA. So yeah, we are excited to see more action.
Okay. Yeah, with a team like Venom and Fly High, right? You have. And I love what they're doing, right? Because we know that GH, the team of Southeast Asia that did represent us along 0-2, I like how they disband for IVA and like form their own teams first, and then they come back together for IVC. So it's kind of giving chance to like K2, Toji, you saw the different names out there, right? So, and that's what IVA is all about, right? Helping other people shine and helping them build their names. And I like how they're doing that. Hatari's also moved to a different team as well, and the Fly High, we've seen them before. So it's we talk about these names, and they're really building themselves here in IVA. So again, it's a good time for you guys to try out, and it's the prize pool is like $1,000, so that's still nothing to lose and everything to gain. So let me ask you, Giselle, if you'd come up with a team name for IVA, what would it be?
Well, I guess I'm gonna take. What about Gisele team, huh?
What are the letters? What are the letters? G. Team, right? Because there's GH, FH, VNM. Like, what are the letters? G what?
Oh my god, that's really hard.
Gisele. GZL T. I don't know.
No, that's gonna be very long.
We have time to think about that since it's a very long name, but we are gonna head towards the picks and bans. We're gonna go Ever Sleeping Town again, so a little bit of a, I would say, deja vu here, and Priest is gonna get banned out. Seichu, I would have to say, is the favored hunter coming into this one, so he's gonna be hunting for Venom. So how will Team Fly High respond?
You can see that Priestess is having having her tea party in the band right now. As we are seeing the Ever Sleeping Town again. And in this map, having a priestess is like, imagine like in the end of the match, we have the priestess right there. She got the support. You can basically transition to the gate immediately.
Yeah, you definitely want to take that out into consideration. So that's why he banned it right away. I have to ask yourself, what's your favorite map in this game?
Favorite map? Can I say is the white as
Asylum?
Asylum, yeah.
Really? You like? I get so lost. My God.
I don't know, but I know that map and I'm already familiar with it.
Really, dude, you gotta rank. I mean, we gotta play in that map because I got so lost, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is such a big map, and I'm surprised that they didn't adjust it for competitive because they did that for Ever Sleeping Town before. It was so big, but now it's like it kind of just gave up on White Sand Asylum, and yeah, I need someone to hit the button so you see all the ciphers because I get lost. I'm like, where is the ciphers? Was one supposed to be here? But yeah, we put that on a pause for now because we're gonna see a seer and a mechanic, so not picking up the mercenary. So FH kind of showing their hand early on that they want to go for a cipher rush comp here.
having the mechanic is absolutely an advantage. And as you can see that the antiquarian and psychology is being banned right now.
Mm-hmm. And Giselle, I know you're a decoder main, so having this mechanic loose is definitely a good sign for you. But we did establish on that the meta of this game is stunners. So they're gonna need to put a stunner on this team, especially Hatari. We know he loves stuns. So we're gonna have to see if he does have a stunner, and it's gonna be the prospector.
Oh, finally, a prospector in the game. Well, I hope to see more magnet from him, and it can either stun the hunter or reset the hunter attack.
Oh yeah, we were talking about like when watching the NTT exhibition match. It's like, yeah, you just cancel out the attack recovery. That's usually how most of us play in the back. So let's hope that this prospector's magnets will count. And to round things off, we're gonna see a patient come in. So, what are your thoughts on patient, actually, Giselle? Do you like him as a character?
Yeah, I actually like him. Because he's a match.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he is a good kiter, and like having him in this match is actually pretty good for the survivor team, as he can hook and then jump into another kiting area.
Yeah, it's very, you have to be kind of creative with how you use it, or unless you memorize all the hook spots. So that's actually going to play well with the Naiad, but the Naiad could just go for that swim, but at least he's able to transition area to area, so that's all right. However, though, we've seen how Naiad has risen in terms of priority, so depending on how these survivors can go, Prospector's still good, I would say, against Naiad. Can actually halter from that swim, so it's looking kind of even for me, 50-50 with how they drafted this, because I'm so scared that the mechanic is actually going to be downed early on.
Yeah, when with the Naiad, I guess Naiad Seichu in this situation, if he get the it's stolen in his hand and having mechanic as his first target, then I guess that will be a very tough situation for FH, as it's gonna be a very fast hunter with a very slow decoder.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a little tough, right? So let's hope that this goes their way. Time to move on to the selection of spawn locations. It's going to be very telling where the survivor, this hunter, is going to go for, waiting for the mechanic to actually spawn. And it seems like she's going to get 2-story middle next to the graveyard. He might transition there, but Naiad spawning actually in between the prospector and the patient, so he's gonna try and go for that mechanic for sure.
Well, if we stop the mechanic first, it's gonna be a huge advantage for the Naiad right there, but other survivors are also good target for him.
Yeah, I would agree. Maybe not the prospector at the start, but once he builds up that presence and the water pool gets much more stronger, go for it. But yeah, you can easily actually just get the owl out of the way already and just try and puddle him off. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start round number 1, first half of the match between FH and Venom. Pot Spice and Giselle on the mic for this match, and it seems like Giselle, he's heading towards the middle area of this map where X-Ray is at.
And now X-Ray is inside the pool area, where we got a very big pool from the Naiad right there. Seer already got out from the area, and he got himself a 77%. He had to be very careful at this situation.
Yeah, and he did not bring flywheel, so it's going to be tough for them to kind of kite this ring out. Able to get through. Seer is going to use an early owl. We're going to see if he's going to add more water into it. 80, about to be a 90%. He's going to juke and jive, 93%. He's going to try and water down this Seer. Can he get it, though? He gets it.
And now Seer came to the patient getting decoding area, and now he got down because he was the hunter actually closed up the distance very fast.
Yeah, that was actually a great use of the harpoon. And the thing with Naiad, right? She hits so fast. So it's hard for you to kind of predict or turn that corner. He was trying to do that, but unfortunately, Seichu is really fast on, going for that hit. And now Seer is down. Mechanic's bot is still out, but you know, as injuries do happen, she slows down her decoding, so it's just the bot that buys her the decoding progress. We're gonna see her actually try to water down this Mechanic. Still at 30%, it's still salvageable. Prospector is here. We're gonna see them both go for a double rescue. Seer is safe. Prospector actually farms off a hit. Mechanic is also hit. So now 3 people injured here, Giselle.
Now X-Ray is coming to the grave area, but we can see the harpoon is actually make a very big pool inside this. Oh, and the Seer got down.
Yeah, that was actually a good area control that Seichu did. And he knew that, all right, Prospector's here to harass. Let me just go for this Seer. Be very patient in just like farming hits off of him. And that was just a beautiful scramble there for the the Hunter side. He's going to try to catch the Prospector healing up just to add a little more pressure. But I think he just wants to secure the Seer getting eliminated first before he tries to commit. It's going to be too far off unless they try and go right now, like pronto, but it seems like the Prospector is already transitioning away. Seer will be eliminated, and 4 ciphers still remaining and 3 survivors left.
And now he's heading to the corner house where the patient is healing a Mechanic. And he have 2 targets here, but I guess he's going for the Mechanic as she is the decoder in this game.
Yeah, patient actually is watered down 60%. Mechanic is gonna try and kite this one out. The pallet is still here to block it off, but she could actually just go for that swim. Note that he still hasn't used Blink, so that is amazing performance by Seichu. Mechanic, whoa, the tram was so close, Giselle.
Yeah, it was really close, and now Mechanic have to transition away, but well, we are having Seichu as an Naiad right now. He's doing pretty well with the harpoon at closing a distance and down this Mechanic.
Yeah, Mechanic, unfortunately, didn't have much to work with, but at least she still has some energy on that bot to work with when she's on that rocket chair. Not sure where the bot fell from. Seichu can't rest on his laurels just yet. He has to be very careful that no one goes to the rescue. Spots out that the Prospector is already in the area. He's going to try and water it down. Actually, no, it is the patient. So the patient can actually hook and go for the rescue. He's going to try and add more puddles here, just so that she'll drown from the sheer volume of the water.
Well, but I guess he didn't manage to get the... The blink for the first time. I got hit on the Mechanic.
Yeah, that blink usage was actually amazing. Yeah, he had to pop it then and there, right? Wanted down the Mechanic early on. Still pressure the survivors to try and go for heals for the rescue. So patient right now is injured. Prospectors might have to go for this next rescue. While 2 ciphers still remaining. So it's the survivors that are still going on the defense here, because now it's actually on 1 cipher left. I'm not sure how far along it is just yet. So this Mechanic, let's see if she... Oh, no, it's actually the bot and the patient that are trying to rush that cipher.
Well, she still have the bot there. The Prospector is already in the area. Does she notice? Oh, the Prospector decided to reveal himself.
Oh no. Prospector flywheels away. Terror shock and the pop happen. Gets the pop. And now the Mechanic is the one. Oh, pushes him towards the Mechanic. Detention Naiad is in the air. She is going to be eliminated once she gets watered down or gets a single hit.
Now she have to be very careful as the Naiad. They have to be careful because Naya still have his Undercard in his hand, but now they are opening the school gate right there.
Yeah, school gate almost, not quite actually, so it's actually a little tough. They're actually going to have to disperse here. So K2, unfortunate, unable to open the gate just yet. Prospector, it's going to get watered down in this area. Can't hang around too long. Seems like the magnet is going to deter him from chasing. He can just keep going back and forth. They still got more than 60 seconds on the clock for this detention. So they have to play this one really slow, Giselle.
Yeah, now it's the mind game between the survivor and the hunter. Well, the patient.
Oh, gets the slam. Can he get to the dungeon in time? He's gonna teleport, but no one's at the gate. So that was actually an excellent opening. She has the swim though to close out the distance. And note, Prospector is injured. 40 seconds left on the clock for detention, so patient can still tank a hit if the detention runs out. So Hatari has to be very careful here. He's trying to tiptoe around just not to give his location off just yet. And detention is definitely wearing out. So they are playing this slow and steady.
And now is the way to secure themselves a tight situation. And now we got the patient in this area. He has to be very careful because the detention is only 10%, 10 seconds.
Oh, hits the patient right before he can the detention can run out. So once he's able to chair him and try to go for the prospector, it's gonna be a 4K. So this prospector has to exit the gate and exit it now. Luckily, it has some progress. Seichu, can he get to the prospector in time? He's gonna try and throw, and now the prospector able to exit the game. So a 3-man kill on Seichu's side.
That was GG for Seichu right there. And now we can see that is gonna be a tougher time for the Venom hunter, as he need at least a 3K to catch up with it's gonna be
It's
FH
Hunter. Yes. So Seichu on the Venom side, he was able to garner the 3-1. Again, it's not the biggest point difference, so it's still okay. FH's Hunter does have that same pressure that we saw on the first match, right? Luckily, it's not a 4-man K, so it's still okay. But you have to realize that's a lot of pressure. You're going up against GodJ and 72S as survivors, so big shoes to fill. But we have to talk about that match. How'd you feel about that Naiad match, Giselle?
Well, I have to say that was very, very impressive Naiad play. As I also a Naiad player, and I just feel like the difference of deciding to making the big pool, right? And the harpoon uses from Seichu, and it was excellent.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good spatial awareness, right? The way he was able to corner off areas, very decisive. Because we've seen like some Naiad players, or the ones that, well, I really struggle with predicting where the survivors are gonna go. But his pools were really good. He was able to water a lot of the survivors down, and he was really able to kind of control the pace of the match. Yes, again, Naiad, not really the first round pick before, but now it seems like she's so viable that the worst she could do is like tie. And Seichu went above and beyond that, getting a 3K. So again, an excellent performance on his side. But what do you like about the survivor side, though?
The survivor, I guess, is the transition away, right? They communicate together, and what they like transition inside the match really kind of cause a hard time for the hunter to detect where they are, especially in the end of the match where Naya just teleport to the gate, but no one was there.
Exactly. That was actually a good call by the survivors. So the transitions are really good. And speaking of transitions, I did see a transition that just happened. Red, are we heading towards a break? I think, I guess we are, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to take a very short break, folks. When we return, it's going to be the second half of round number 1 between Venom and Fly High.
いい子だから怖くないよ。
俺に殺されるな。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私がこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。
俺だぞ。俺の欲しいもん逃がすわけねえだろ。3、2、1。俺は嘘は嫌いなんだよ。
ザック、忘れてない。忘れてなんてない。だって誓ったもの。ザックと私、二人で誓ったもの。レイチェル・ガードナー、これはいらない。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
And welcome back, folks, to the second half of round number 2 here at the IVA 2023 playoffs. Day number 1, Venom versus FH. An intense battle. Nayad, Giselle, one of your favorite hunters out there, had an impressive performance. So now we're going to see I would say the side switch for Venom versus FH. Any predictions with what survivors and hunters we might be seeing in Ever Sleeping Town?
Ever Sleeping Town, I was actually having like a lot of hunter roles suitable in this map as it's very open, and the kiting area actually kind of far, and I'm still hoping on having a Wu Chang.
Let's go. I don't know. I hope tonight we'll get it, but it would be amazing if we see it. Was there Wu Chang in qualifiers? I don't know. Was there? Would you happen to know? Or if anybody out there has seen the qualifiers, let us know if there was a Wu Chang, because I think the last time we saw Wu Chang was, I think it was also an IVA qualifiers. It was I forgot the name of the team. It was a very aggressive Wu Chang. It was Wu Chang teleport. So I'm like, what? So it was just like constantly moving around. It's scary, but it's super fun to watch and super fun to cast. So if any of the teams listening, please let Giselle get her Wu Chang match. Okay, so that's for the Hunter side. What about Survivor side? Who do you want to see?
Survivor side, as we having the Venom Survivor right now, we have Gojay, we have 72S. I'm hoping to see the Harasser, like more Harasser, like forward or battle, like having. It's really fun and exciting to watch, like the harassment. Yeah,
It's fun to watch, but if you're the Hunter, you're like, stop it! Oh, just let me chair someone, please, or let me hit someone. So we can only hope. Yeah, I do think that Hunters. I don't know if NTT's here or anyone's listening, but like Hunters that transition towards the Survivors, I think they want to pick Harassers just so that they can fight back. But we're gonna have to see. Yeah, what Gajay and 72S will be picking. Again, yes, these are known Hunter players out there. Gajay, a mainstay in Call of the Abyss, as one of the best hunters in Southeast Asia. 72S, not only is he one of the best hunters out there, like in his prime, he's also a commentator in the Thai broadcast of IVC, KOA. So he's also like a coach. So he's playing now. So that's super interesting to see. We're gonna see. Oh, interesting. We got a little sneak preview of Priestess and Ada. Oh, but it's actually interesting that we're gonna see Mechanic band first and then Priestess. So Survivors have picked already their okay, so my bad, we're not gonna see that just yet. We're just gonna wait. We didn't see anything, Giselle, so but I wouldn't be surprised if Priestess gets banned.
Oh, and we got the Seer band right here. Well, it's very interesting, as maybe the Hunter one don't want any animal abuse here. We don't have any yeah, we don't want any owl to be hurt here.
Yeah, that's a good one. Interesting though that prioritizing Seer band first, because for me, I just think that with the Hunters now, they don't really mind having Seer out there. And between banning out the Seer and banning out the Antiquarian, Giselle, who would you ban first?
Oh, if I was a Hunter, I would like to ban the Antiquarian. Oh my god, she having her like in a team, right? If I was Hunter, right, I would let's wait for to surrender. She's so annoying.
That is true. I do resonate with you there, especially if like it's a team of harassers or Antiquarian and 2v8 also, man. It's just so hard, and they have flare guns, and it's just so tough. But Priestess ban along with Mechanic, so no Cypher Rush, no mobility, so that's good. But they can kind of substitute the Priestess with maybe a Toy Merchant on this map. Just have the two. We've seen Toy Merchant also in Ever Sleeping Town. She's really good, but going with an Acrobat. So this is usually the last round pick, but they're prioritizing to pick it now.
Now Acrobat is in here, and he's a kiter right there. But I guess they should go with a decoder, maybe the prisoner, some kind of decoder that can really rush the cipher.
Yeah, I since Mechanic is banned, I would say Prisoner is the next best bet. But I will have to say though, if they go with support, it's still kind of okay. Like, we have seen a lot of teams just rely on the Cypher Rush, or just be so good at kiting that they just make sure that their Cypher is already finished. So if ever they go for a decoder, yes, I'd like to see the Prisoner or Lawyer or something.
No Lawyer though.
We'll see. I don't know if he's gonna pick that one. If they're gonna go for more of the support, you know what? The whole day we haven't seen Entomologist.
Entomologist?
Yeah, I don't know. I like the bees.
Oh, the bees?
The bees. You gotta love the bees. Just riding the bees, and also the bees stopping the hunter from swimming, jumping, or just passing through areas. But we're gonna ban out the prospector. So this still allows a dancer to come out too. So dancer, got a lot of prisoner, like you mentioned, entomologist, psychologist. Okay.
The psychology in this game, I guess they are hoping to go with more harass way. in this match, and having a psychology in this game, if she's not the first target, then she can give the support. Like if for example, like a survivor got on a chair, the mercenary can go save. If he got hit, she can immediately heal him in 5 seconds.
True. So it's actually a really good, I would say, well-rounded pick here, having the psychologist just for that backup, right? And you have the antiquarian just for the early or mid harass. That's totally fine. Or even late game. She's just so good anywhere in the game. And yeah, mercenary obviously has to go for the first save, and psychologist will be there just for the rescue. And if she has to take the first kite, that's fine, because it takes 3 hits to down her. And now Glucose is going to have a mirror match of sorts, having the Naiad, but for him to tie this game, he needs at least a 3-person kill for the match for game number 3 to happen. If it's lower than that, then Venom has won round number 1.
Yeah, Venom is actually having an advantage of having 3 points right now. But we have another Naiad right here in Ever Sleeping Town. Well, I saw Seichu Naiad ready, so as a Naiad fan, I'm hoping to see how Uko's gonna use her in this match, and all of the dash thing.
Yeah, and we can actually compare, right? We saw how Seichu was with the Naiad, very efficient with the harpoon, very good at making the pools happen. So Glucose is gonna have to kind of do the same. So we're gonna see a T spawn here. Oh, Godjay, like you predicted this, Giselle. Godjay going with the harasser of harassers here with the antiquarian. So 72S going with the passive role of the psychologist, and pretty much same spawn. So let's see who Glucose is gonna go after first. Probably 72S. So we'll see how this former hunter main, now survivor main, will fare if he will get chased first.
Well, I guess we have to find out into the match. And hoping that the team FH can gain more points for their team. So now let's head into the match. I'm Giselle, and joining with me, Poshpie.
Yeah, here we go. He's going to throw the harpoon and make his way towards 72S, the psychologist. 72S already knows that he will have to take this first kite. He immediately goes a full 180 here to try and bait Glucose to overextending. So he's still going to have some usage of this pallet, forcing the harpoon to retract, able to drop it down in time. So this is going to force a break to happen. So the psychologist has time to transition away. And note, she still needs 3 hits. Well, the first hit needs to last for a while for her to get that stress to happen. So interrupting the mercenary cipher here just for a bit. Still going to transition probably towards the corner house, or if he takes a left, that's going to be the middle part of the map.
And now we have psychology transition to the acrobat area, but now she decided to go to the corner house, as you said, Posh. This is a place that we don't have any of his teammate decoding here, so he can freely kiting and keep their his teammate more time to decode.
Whoa, the blink, and now the drop down, able to get it, so that cancels attack recovery. 72S needs to make it towards this pallet, goes for the swing, drops down the pallet, and 72S keeps containing this hunter.
And that was an absolutely pretty pallet on the Naiad right there. 72S is having his good time, but be careful of the big pool right there. He is trapping inside here. But we have the support.
Oh, the trap! The trap! 2 for 1 hit, Giselle. Both of them get hit, and the double hit! Oh my goodness, Glucose had a gift from the tram gods, getting a 2-person hit in one go. Glucose can actually go for more than just the 3k here.
It was a very unfortunate for Venom team, as Gotcha was coming for the support, but oh well, they are now having 2 survivors down, and the mercenary is already in the area going for the save.
I'm still not over it, Giselle. That was just I mean, that was so painful to see as a survivor, but so lovely, so juicy to see as a hunter. So now, Mercenary is gonna have to be very careful. Gets the rescue, gets a pop in the process. Psychologist has to move on away. Luckily, the Antiquarian is actually safe. So she's already, she's out of the area. She's gonna try to decode. 72S now will have to fall down in this corner, and this is what sucks about having the Psychologist down first. She can't heal the Mercenary anymore. So I don't know if they're gonna have to sell here to try and push for a tie. But man, oh man, Guko's still riding on that high with that tram hit.
Yeah, Guko's absolutely fortunate at that situation, and now Psychologist is heading to the manor right there if the Mercenary cannot get in time.
Yeah, Mercenary is a little too far. I'm not sure if she's gonna try and go for it. He needs to get out of that puddled area. So he might go for the rescue, but the pop happens and the fall. Oh my god, able to stuff the rescue. And now Gugos has his second survivor served on a plate for him. So this is gonna be an amazing showing if he's able to get it.
Oh, but now the Cypher is at one Cypher left with 80%. Antiquarian is decoding the last one, and we have Acrobat in the area to come for the save a Mercenary.
Yeah, Acrobat has to be careful. We're already seeing a prime Cypher Terror Shock, but the pop able to get it, and now it's all good. We're gonna see a blink attempt, but no, unable to get it. Mercenary still has an elbow pad to use, so this can transition him. Try to push for at least a tie for them to salvage this situation, Giselle.
Oh, but now Nayat doesn't have the blink in his hand anymore, and that was very unfortunate. But now Mercenary still have he doesn't have any part left.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has some pallets to use though, and he's forcing him to actually in these areas to break pallets so he can move on away. Mercenary does get popped. Can he make it towards the dungeon in time? If they're able to get this 3-person escape, that's going to be huge. They're not able to open it. Acrobat, unfortunately, the gate opening is so slow. It's still gonna be. It looks like it's still gonna be a tie, but that's still all good for Team Venom. And considering that they got that tram hit, them getting a tie is a victory already here, Giselle.
Yeah. The tram hit was really the highlight of the match right there. As you can see that one hit, then Nayat got 2 survivors straight away.
Yeah, I think this just shows. I mean, the Cypher Rush is really on point because that's just a gift from the gods, right? It looked like if it continued on that trajectory, he could have gotten more than just a tie. But I think that's how good Cypher Rushing is. They were able to prime the Cyphers during the last rescue. And kudos to Team Venom for still rolling with the punches because they still have the victory here. Because in round number 1, because of how they performed, how their hunter performed, and them getting a tie is actually really good. So still an amazing performance on both sides. Gukos so close to getting more, but it's still all good.
Guko doing a very great job with Nayat right there, and I am really satisfied with all the Nayat performance right now. And Guko's actually got his team more points at this moment, and that was the GG.
Yeah, it's 5-3. I think one of the saving graces of Team Venom was for them to be able to not get blink hit. That was so important for all of them, right? That, I mean, the first one, the Psychologist, but it still forced it out at the early game. But the fact that the Mercenary wasn't there when the blink attempt happened, again, that's one of the saving graces that they had. So once again, folks, just an amazing match between Team Venom and Team Fly High. But right now, I think we're going to take a short break. When we return, it's going to be round number 2, first half of Venom versus Fly High. So don't go anywhere. More when we come back.
怖くないよ。
今だけ俺に殺されるな。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私がこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。
俺だぞ。俺の欲しいもん逃がすわけねえだろ。3、2、1。俺は嘘は嫌いなんだよ。
ザック、忘れてない。忘れてなんてない。だって誓ったもの。ザックと私、二人で誓ったもの。レイチェル・ガードナー、これはいらない。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some IVA action here. Giselle to my left or right, where she's to my side here. Potch Spice here, also on the mic. And Giselle, we had I don't know, in the break, I was kind of scared. I heard some voices in my head. I'm not sure what that was, but can't be scarier than a tram hit, right? So now we're going to Lakeside Village. Luckily, no trams there. How do you feel about that map?
Well, we don't have tram, but we have boat. The boat, especially the big boat right there, it actually can give the hunter a very hard time, especially on the ground, on the ground floor. Yeah, this player can kite like for eternity if the if the hunter doesn't have like a bling or his skill up there, it's gonna take him like forever to catch up with the survivor.
Yeah, hopefully they're able to reach that, because one thing that's tough about Lakeside Village, yes, that's a good part to kite from, it's just transitioning there, right? So if the hunter's able to catch you outside, it's going to be tough for you to transition towards that. But we're going to see Seichu once again on Venom Survivors, Hunter side. Let's see who he will be bringing out. Yeah, and it's another big map. However, compared to Ever Sleeping Town, yeah, it's really the big boat and small boat area. No trams to worry about here, but Seichu really known for just donning a lot of hunters. So it's going to be hard for FH to kind of predict what he's going to use next. And considering we have no Priestess and Antiquarian, Giselle, this is going to be a little tough for them to try and ban away hunters from Seichu.
Yeah, goodbye the meta survivor right there, the Antiquarian, and bye-bye the Priestess right there, who will cause a lot of trouble for the hunter. And we here in this map, Seichu will have a lot of options, like for going again for the Naiad, or maybe a Breaking Wheel, a Bonbon.
Yeah. Bonbon, we've seen Alf use Bonbon in Lakeside Village, and you know, yeah, he does usually ban out the Priestess, ban out like anyone that could help with mobility, and Cypher Rushers as well. So if he goes that route, maybe he'll use the Bonbon. Breaking Wheel also is very valid because how big the map is. We'll just see how they're gonna play this one out, depending on how the picks and bans goes. We can tell what he'd be more comfortable with, because I do feel like the reason why hunters are so dangerous these days is because they have so many. They're not just one trick hunters, they have a lot more to offer, and that's what Seichu has. So we're just waiting and seeing who they'll be banning, because like you mentioned, yeah, all those that you mentioned could be potential bans that Fly High can remove from the table of Seichu.
But I'm still hoping to see that Naiad once again as well. This one.
Okay. The new hunter, the Night Watch. Yeah, I believe I said that right. He is gonna get banned, which is interesting because we didn't really see him in the qualifiers. I was actually excited to see if you were gonna bring it out in the playoffs, and I think if anyone would have brought it out, it would have been Seichu. But Fly High didn't want to use that. I've encountered it in quick matches and some also in ranked. It's just in open areas, it's just so hard, especially when he uses the wind to attract you towards him. So you just be running on skates at that point, so it's gonna be hard. So I would say a good ban on FH's side, but Giselle, this leaves open a lot of hunters for Seichu to use.
Yeah, Seichu, he could use like various hunter right there, and survivor team, they had to be very picky. And we can see the Seer.
Yeah, we're gonna lock in the Seer to start off for the survivors, which is it's good, and we're gonna exchange the Priestess for the Toy Merchant. Toy Merchant is so good on this map. We've seen how well you can transition towards the second story of the big boat, or if you plant it like there's just so much areas in the beach where you can plant it for you to get to that boat area, which is the best kiting spot for the survivors. So a good pickup on FH's survivor side. Now, considering Venom can ban more hunters, survivors, who do you think Venom should be banning next?
Well, I guess Venom should be banning forward right there.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, just get away from another harasser that we can see that FH that can use. Get away from a harasser is like open a way for the hunter to get a victory.
Yeah, I would double down on that, since you know what, he banned the Antiquarian. You could ban out the forward, or you could ban out, like, let's say like Dancer. You could ban out other harassers as well. I don't know, we haven't seen Journalist. I don't think he's gonna come out here, but he's also another harasser that people like using. Prospector also is another harasser that maybe you want to prioritize, and that can potentially open up that forward. Note that they have two supports, right? So they're going to be banning out one support, which is the psychologist and that prospector. So this might leave an opening for FH to pick up that forward that you mentioned, Giselle.
Well, they have chance, but I'm not sure that they're gonna pick the forward or choosing to go with the cipher rushing way, like having a decoder right there. We actually in this map we actually can have the uses of mechanic. She's very strong, and having going inside this big map like this, having a strong decoder like her really rush the cipher.
Yeah, FH on the mechanic. Yeah, they brought it out before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they tried it again. I don't know if Seichu hasn't revealed yet if he wants, or like he didn't show that he doesn't really prioritize banning these decoders, right? So they're gonna bench that for now. They gotta work on just getting the mercenary first. So yeah, how could we forget? Yeah, mercenary. My goodness, that totally slipped my mind. Mercenary being one of the most stable rescuers is gonna get picked up by FH. So this is a chance for Venom to actually, Seichu's Venom, for him to kind of show which is he leaning towards. Is he really going to eliminate all the harassers, or are we going to actually ban one of the best decoders in the mechanic?
Now we are hoping to see the last survivor from K2, and having the mercenary as the rescuer. We have the toy merchant as the supporter. With her catapult, right? She can fly immediately half of the map. And we have Toshi with this O right there. We have support, we have rescuer. Oh, and actually, we can see that the mechanic is already banned.
Yeah, you called it, Giselle. So it kind of shows that Seichu, he's gonna allow maybe a forward to come in, or one harasser that they can pick up. It's gonna be the entomologist. The bees can harass and stuff, but that's not gonna incentivize him to bring excitement. So yeah, so he doesn't want Cypher Rush to happen, and that leads to a Bonbon pick. So I love how he waited for the last minute to ban out the mechanic. We talked about it at the start that Alf would usually go for a ban of the mechanic right away. So he was kind of hiding the fact that he was going to bring out Bonbon till the very end. So I think maybe Seichu kind of just went with it. I don't know if he was thinking about it from the beginning, but the way this kind of played out, it's definitely good because they have no main decoders. So he has time to hunt.
And it is an exciting choice from Seichu. As the bomb hits, he can cancel the all straight away, and having the chip damage on the survivor is getting hard time for them to, if they get one down and got on the chair, the rescuer will be having a really tough time, as Bonbon is a strong camping site hunter right there.
Yeah, that's definitely one of his biggest strengths, right? It's camping, and if he's able to do like a close quarters chase and he's fully stacked up with bombs, that's so deadly. So now I think he might bring Blink or Blink trump card, just so they can change to teleport afterwards if he can, or just stick to the Blink all throughout and just rely on his early to mid game for him to get the points that he needs to secure the victory. So an L-shaped spawn on the survivor side, and we're seeing Seichu spawn in between the entomologist, mercenary, and the toy merchant. Again, he wants to go for that seer, but seer on the best kiting spot, that big boat. So it seems like he has to settle for something else unless he wants to actually go for the seer.
But now let's head into the match. I'm Giselle, and casting with me, Posh5. Now we have Seichu at the shore area, heading toward the middle.
Yeah, he's going to be able to transition away from Big Rock. X-Ray is in the area of the Toy Merchant. So Toy Merchant hasn't dropped her catapults just yet. So if he's able to actually stop her from dropping it, that's going to be such a good good start for Seichu. He's chasing down the Toy Merchant, so Toy Merchant has no chance to actually set up her boxes just yet. So he's going to try and stop her from rotating up and able to get the chip damage. So this is a big start. Note that he did bring teleport. He's going to try to drop down and use the glide just to transition back to this ramp area. And now teleport is ready. Is he going to choose to commit, or is he going to go for that teleport? Seems like he's trying to look for the toy merchant, but the toy merchant actually spawned at the bay area and finds the mercenary.
Well, I guess he doesn't want the mercenary right now as he heading toward back to the shore, and we have the Seer right here. Seer with an O facing against this
Whoa. Spends the owl right away just to block that chip damage. So good transition. Early spend of the owl, so now he's gonna have to farm another one. But now out here in the open, unable to get the basic hit. Eventually gets it, and now one more hit. He has the control bomb now, so now able to build up that presence. Let's see, he's gonna try to moonwalk his way towards it, but Toji just sticking near this palleted area. He's gonna try to moonwalk it, but that allows the Seer to actually move back towards the bottom part of the boat.
Well, as I mentioned, this bottom part of the boat actually can pull along the kite pretty well, but with the remote bomb right there, Seishu got Toji down straight away. And unfortunately, Toji already lost his ult with the cheap damage, so now if he got out of the chair, it's gonna be hard for him to get far away.
Yeah, Hatari's gonna have to make this rescue happen. The bees can actually help support. I think they're trying to set that one up, but Hatari has to make this a flawless rescue because Seer has no owl to try and rebound. So he's got to get away from this area or try to get to a stronger kiting area because this is kind of out in the open. Mercenary is going to be very careful. He's going to have to time this one well. Goes for the elbow pad. Little overshot there. And the bees last effort onto the Seer though.
And that was a very nice hit from Seishu. And now we are back to the big boat. As we can see now, it's gonna take a little more time for Seishu to chair.
Yeah, just the tide turner, right? It just takes a little more time. And in that time, they were able to pop one more cipher. So we're still sitting at 3 ciphers remaining. And it seems like he's gonna chair him on the second story of this boat. So 2 ciphers remaining. Cipher progress is looking pretty well. He might actually try and go for this tie. If he stuffs this rescue, he can go for more. But K2 already feeding that tinnitus. They have to time this rescue well, or at least play to the end game. So luckily, he's still holding on to this teleport.
I guess at this point, they are just trying to keep the tinnitus and buying more time for their teammates as the cipher are actually all new. And we have this.
You saw that, right? Yeah, me too.
And now
the survivor is so close. But K2 really forcing the cipher here at the second story. Entomologist might take this next kite. Mercenary is actually the one that's hit. Entomologist riding the bees. And now when you ride those bees, you can't see the footprints. But Seichu does see that the entomologist is here. And this is possibly the last cipher. So yeah, Giselle being chased here, like you said, it's one of the best kiting areas for the survivors. So Seichu is really going to try to commit to this chase.
I guess he will have to make another decision as the mercenary and the entomologist are decoding 2 other cipher. One is already at 70%, and entomology is still having a good time on this boat with him.
Yeah, and just look at the bee placement, right? Forcing him to actually go for hits. He's just going to go for the teleport. I mean, Giselle, you already highlighted the praises of that boat area. It's just so tough. And he already got frustrated. He's like, all right, I got to chase someone else. Chasing X-Ray out of that cipher. Mercenary probably has the last cipher already. So this flywheel, oh my goodness, moving him further and further away here. I think Seichu's best bet is to try and go for this tie.
Now X-Ray, he had to be careful and pull on the guy. Wait until that the last cipher is being done. But
yeah, is it done yet? It's not done yet. So this actually allows the mercenary to actually go for the rescue. But you mentioned, Giselle, like the camping of Bonbon is so good. Mercenary is injured. We're going to see the entomologist actually on the last cipher. If he's able to snipe out the mercenary here, it's going to be way harder for them to pop and go for the rescue. But luckily for the mercenary, he's extending towards another part of this map. So I don't think he's able to catch him before he's able to make this rescue happen.
You have to be careful of the bomb. And now he got the hit and the Cypher is popped.
Yep, and the tension is in the air. We're gonna see the mercenary here and the entomologist. Toy Merchant already has fallen down. Hatari is gonna be in the area. And 20 seconds left on the timer for the teleport to happen. So he's gonna try to chase down this mercenary, but mercenary has one more pad. One chip damage and he will fall down.
And now what he needs to do is just use that last pad and to get away
No!
and use it. And now we have the
Teleport.
Oh.
Teleport's ready though. Is he gonna go for it? Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so clutch if he makes this teleport happen. He's gonna go for it. Gate is already open, and Mercenary can actually go for the dungeon. There's gonna be no elbow pad to use. Can Seichu actually close the distance here? He just needs one chip damage, but he's still gonna have that extension, so he needs to hit him twice.
Oh.
Time bomb. Oh!
Can he make it in time?
Oh, I don't think so.
No.
Tried to crawl. The time bomb was just so good. Seichu, ladies and gentlemen. He earned the name Super Seichu in IVA, and he still lives up to it.
Yeah, just like the title Uncle. We have Uncle Seichu.
Uncle Seichu. I don't know if he's gonna have to live with it. Yeah, for sure. That was crazy, right, Giselle? This the way he was able to time that last bomb.
The last one was very decisive right there as he got down Seichu. Like, it was so close to the dungeon right there. They can have a tie and get the better result for their team, but yeah, Seichu said no.
Wants to get a very decisive, and considering that it took him so long to down I think the he was not able to down the entomologist at Big Boat, and he took so long. I believe it was the Seer. Yeah, the Seer had a great kite. Even you said it, like at the bottom part of the boat, it took so long to down. And considering that, just amazing kiting times for all the survivors here. But for him to get a 3-man escape just shows that in clutch situations, Seichu can still get the job done.
Well, that teleport at the end was actually saved the game, as if he continued to chase the entomologist there, he's just gonna stuck there and doesn't have really, the decisive action.
There's no window of opportunity for for it to happen, because it was kind of a checkmate situation. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's an intense match that we're seeing with Venom and FH. We will be taking a short break, and we will come back. It might be the potential last match of the night if FH cannot get more than 3-person. The hunter of FH can't get a 3-person kill. So that's Giselle. I'm Botch Spice. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, it's going to be the second half of round number 2.
いい子だから怖くないよ。
今だけ俺に殺されるな。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
イエスと答えて。
私がこのフロアの断罪にキャシーよ。
私はこの教会の神父だ。
俺だぞ。俺の欲しいもん逃がすわけねえだろ。3、2、1。俺は嘘は嫌いなんだよ。
ザック、忘れてない。忘れてなんてない。だって誓ったもの。ザックと私、二人で誓ったもの。レイチェル・ガードナー、これはいらない。
その目をよく見せてくれないか。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to IVA 2023 playoffs, day number 1. Ponch Spice and Giselle potentially about to cast the last match of the night between Venom and FH, because FH's Hunter needs to get at least a 3-man to tie this game to go to round number 3. But first and foremost, how could we forget? How could I forget? My goodness, I apologize. Happy birthday to Red, the guy in the back, pushing the 1s and 2s and the buttons. Yeah, big shout outs to him. Do follow his YouTube as well. He covers, he streams IDV, and he's also streams IVL. So, what's the name of his YouTube channel, by the way? Just so you know. That one. There you go. That's the thing. And he'll be casting too. Big tournament coming up. So he's also a caster, by the way. So big shout outs to him. I'm excited to see this next match. Giselle, I know you're excited, but 30% excited, or are we up to how are we today?
Well, then I remembered that it's Red's birthday, so it's back to be 70% now.
Woo!
Yay!
Go. Yeah. Hey, with the claps, can they hear that? I heard Red is is gonna have a crazy party after this. I hope everyone's gonna go. Okay, maybe not. More claps. Can they hear that, by the way? Okay, cool. Yay, we have clap sound effects. That was so good. Okay, ducks. Maybe if we if there's a tram hit, have a duck sound effect. But yes, thank you. I'll be here all night, folks. And we are gonna see some bans happening. Seer, can we get a duck? Since the Seer is, we have no owl sound effects. There we go. Seer's banned, and also the Acrobat, and Bonbon's out too. So Peter Pan, Giselle. That wasn't even a joke. I was supposed to pass it on to Giselle, and she was supposed to talk about Peter Pan.
Okay, so now we have another hunter from FH sign, and Peter Pan coming. He cannot use Bomber right now, but we got the Antiquarian and Mercenary in Venom Survivor team.
Yeah, so what's interesting here is that we have not seen Godjay use the Antiquarian because he got hit by the tram. So now you're in the sea area. There's no tram in sight. So hopefully we'll see some amazing stuns happen from Godjay's side. So strong picks, I would have to say, both Antiquarian and Mercenary to start off Venom.
And now we can see that the psychologist and the barmaid is on the table drinking tea right now.
I wish I could drink tea. But I'm pretty sure the barmaid's gonna spike it with her Dublin, so it's not pure tea. Right.
Like tea mixed with some Dublin right there.
Maybe, for sure. At least you're gonna get healed up, but probably in the morning you'll have a headache. So, rounding it off, we're gonna see an entomologist. Well, not really rounding it off. We're gonna see an entomologist come into the mix here. So, last ban and last pick for the survivors.
Well, will they go the same thing like what the FH last hunter do? But I guess not. We can see that the priest is banned right here. It's actually surprisingly that they didn't ban priest in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I did ask like Eli and Nell about this. Yes, Priestess in a big map is really good, but the only unlike the Ever Sleeping Town where you have the middle area, you have the graveyard where there's good portals. The only portals you could really use here are in big and small boats, so it's really far apart. So just the last ban of it is still okay. It's not necessarily prioritized, but this kind of leaves Venom to use Toy Merchant. So we'll see if Toy Merchant will come into the mix for Venom here since the Priestess was banned.
Yeah, I actually...
Oh! What? A doctor. Okay. Let's try to make sense. A doctor. Okay. Peter Pan, Peter Patry, you think Joseph?
Joseph? In the big map like this?
I don't know. Because I'm thinking doctor. Like doctor counters Joseph, but I mean a lot of characters counter Joseph, right? But Dream, I don't know. Dream Witch could be, but Barmaid was banned, so Doctor coming up next. But we're gonna get the Geisha. Giselle, let's go.
Wow, we have a Geisha finally. A Geisha in the big map like this. Well, if she got a pretty nice flying, then bye bye Survivor. They're gonna get out straight away.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I mean, they had Acrobat. Patient gets countered if he doesn't time the hook well, or like they just go for that dash. Dancer could be okay. But interesting. Geisha here. I mean, Geisha is a strong pick. It's just that the Doctor kind of threw me off a loop because, I didn't expect that. But hey, maybe this could be like the Ripper pick, right? You know, it could work out in the end. All Venom needs to do is actually just tie, and they win this game number 2, and they advance in this competition. So it's still good, I would have to say.
Actually, having the Doctor right here, and I guess that Venom wanna go like a long game with them, because as the Doctor, if she can kite, right? Oh, we have Goshe with in the Doctor.
Jeez,
right there.
Okay. So from harasser to healer. So he's changed his ways. He doesn't like violence anymore, Giselle. He wants to heal people. He wants to heal the world with the Doctor. Interesting pick. We gotta trust in the process. We gotta trust in Godjay and trust their survivors that they thought about this. 72S getting the big boat. Godjay actually spawning possibly close to the hunter, so he's gonna take this first kite most definitely as the Doctor.
Actually, if they have the doctor, if Peter Pan got the doctor in the beginning, that would be a great advantage for FH. As if you let the doctor out like that, she can heal. She can, well, basically keep healing, and mercenary can come for the save again. It's just gonna happen straight like that. But now let's head into the mat. I'm Giselle, and along with me, Poshfly.
Yeah, so we are gonna see Peter Pan. Yeah, just immediately turn right, go for the shack area. We know that there's a doctor here. She's trying to tiptoe her way around this area, but Peter Pan has a butterfly ready, just kind of tight. Well, hugging the corners here. So let's see if he's gonna spot him out. Look at the Godjay just standing there. Oh my goodness, he's able to actually kite this out by just hiding, Giselle.
You know, I actually thought that Peter Pan would spot him out, like just a little bit corner of him right there.
Yeah.
But I guess Peter Pan having a hard time playing high and seek
Oh
with the
my
doctor right
God.
now.
He lost the doctor. That was incredible. Nerves of steel, ice in his veins. Say it with me, chat. Sheesh. With how he was able to hide. And now forced to go for Antiquarian, which is going to be a tough matchup because she's a stunner and she can also use the big boat.
Yeah, she is also sure she can kite here, and then she transitioned back to the big boat right there. Ooh.
Wow. Okay, so this is going to be a long kite. Drops the pallet onto the geisha, not even using the bamboo sticks just yet. He already picked up a butterfly, so now he's just going to try and move to a better part. He can actually go for some hits here since it's a kind of enclosed area. Able to get the disarm, but able to pop the excitement.
Yeah, the excitement was really on point, and now these 72s have to transition away, and especially in this area, we can block the view of Geisha a bit, but the dash. Ooh.
Oh, wow, the wall was there in time. So now we're going to see the doctor able to find her finally, trying to block the vault here, trying to block that hit. Note that 72S still has some stick. He's going to be able to push further. And he also picked up a butterfly. And the entomologist bees. The bees, Giselle.
Ooh, the bees right here really give a very nice support to 72S. And now he's making his way to a new area right here, giving Peter Pan a hard time to chase him.
Oh, trying to go for the dash in, but still able to get the disarm and the vault. Dropping another pallet here, forcing the pallet breaks to happen. 72S, already a 3 Cypher kite. Excellent performance so far. Gonna eat that hit, but it's all good because Mercenary has still 3 elbow pads and a Tide Turner to use. So again, 3 Cypher kite. Great start for the survivors.
Now we can have the doctor in the area. She can actually save and then just go away and then go, get healed to herself and go back again.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a constant cycle of healing and rescuing. So Mercenaries, I believe, trying to push that Cypher. We're going to try to go for a drop down hit. Still early chair here, so they're not going to push it just yet. Godjay has to be very careful. The doctor eating that hit. Mercenary's already here. Gets the rescue, and now he's going to try and, push that last Cypher, last effort. He's going to have to commit because this Antiquarian is going to be moving away from this area just so that they can pop that second to the last Cypher.
And that's what a nice try from 72S, and now he moving go to the shack area where it's no Cypher and give his teammate more time and more space to decode that last Cypher. One is already at 80% and the other one is it's already done.
Yeah, it's done. So the Mercenary trying to get a backdoor rescue here. Peter Pan's going to have to stuff this rescue from far away. Note there's still 3 elbow pads to use. We see that Peter Pan able to spot out the Mercenary. Gonna use the elbow pad to close out the distance. He's already in the area, forcing out a hit. And the rescue is going to happen. Last Cypher is already primed. And Peter Pan has still to eliminate his first survivor. He's going to lock into 72S. Has a little bamboo to use. And he's going to try to just keep cutting these corners so the dashes won't be effective.
Now it's a hard time for Peter Pan. He got the pallet on his head. And now the Cypher is popped. 72 is transitioning away. And what
Yeah.
Gira should do, and she still have the trump cards in her
Yeah,
hand.
she still does. So I don't know. It seems like maybe she's just forced to go for 72S. But they're gonna go for the escape, the teleport. Oh, able to get the flywheel. Doctor able to move on away, and can she make the crawl happen? Unable to get it. There are some survivors here, so they can go for the second rescue. Note that the antiquarian is saved. I think they're just going to go for the exit at this point. It's too risky for them to try and commit to the rescue since the detention is still at 80 seconds. So Mercenary can just tank one hit. That's totally fine. But they can't risk too much here. Going to get the entomologist bees. And let's see if this rescue can happen.
Oh, mercenary.
Can't get terror shocked here. This is going to be so deadly if he does. Gets the rescue. Wow, the chair hit. And now the mercenary is going to try to escort the doctor. But the doctor falls down to another detention hit. And I think it's going to be too much of a risk. So they're just going to go for the exit. Going to go for the tie here. Actually, the 3-person escape. So GG's, ladies and gentlemen. Venom will be moving on in the competition. But FT, it's still at the lower bracket. They're still alive. Just in the lower bracket.
Yeah, they still have more and a lot of opportunity to shine right here. And talking about this match highlight, I had to mention about how 72S uses his bamboo stick there. Like every hit was very on point.
Whoa, Jesus, that scared me. That was a loud reaction. Oh my goodness. I would have to say though that none of that would have been possible if God J wasn't so good at hiding. That was just incredible. I think he knows the blind spots as a hunter. Like he knows the areas he's not gonna check. So it's like, yeah, you know what? I never really checked this corner, so I know that the hunter is not gonna go here. So he was just standing still there, feeding that tinnitus, frustrating Peter Pan to just transition towards possibly the hardest chase that the Geisha can go for, which it was 72S, the Antiquarian. So amazing game plan by Team Venom, and still kudos to Team Fly High. Hopefully they can fly high out of the lower bracket and still continue a run towards that grand finals. But as we saw in the graphics tonight, the night belongs to Team Venom.
Congratulations to Venom advancing to the next round. And as you can see the result on the screen right now, we have round 1, Venom got 5 and Evid got 3. On the second round, Venom successfully get themselves a 6 and Evid unfortunately only got a 2.
Yeah, it was again, I would say it was an amazing match to watch. Again, the score doesn't really justify how action-packed this whole game was, even in the first one between FT and Jocks. So I hope you guys could check that out. Please do subscribe to Nello Mello's YouTube channel just to check out the VODs. And here we have it, today's results, folks. Giselle, talk us through it.
Alright, so for the first round, we have FT versus Jocks, and they successfully get an impressive 10 on the first round. On the second round, they got 6, and Jocks got 2, and yeah, no more round 3. FT win.
Yeah. And, Venom also takes the victory, kind of following the steps of FT, denying the round number 3. So congratulations to both Venom and Team FT. They are advancing, while you can still see Jocks as well as Team F Fly High in the lower bracket, folks. So that about does it for today, Giselle. How do you feel? This was your first commentary experience.
Well, at first I was very dreadful. I had to say, I was sweating, and even though my aircon was like 23 Celsius, but oh my god! But it was a very fun experience for me, and this is our IVA, and actually, you guys make me feel like home. So. I actually want to thank for the viewer for being here and support us until now.
Yeah, give some shout outs.
Sure, I was gonna give a shout out to people that are still here right now. We have Boo Boo, we have Hanako, and Poland and Honey. Thanks you guys for being here tonight. And also want to say thanks to Parch for carrying me through this.
Hey, you helped carry as well with your insights and also energy, Giselle. Thank you so much for being game for this and also being a great partner. But with that being said, folks, we're gonna call it a night. Still tune in for tomorrow. What's the schedule for tomorrow, by the way? What time is it gonna start? Would you happen to know?
Tomorrow, the stream will start at 2 p.m. GMT plus A, so don't miss it, okay?
Yeah, 2 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to have some amazing matches. Again, IVA is back, folks. Playoffs day number 2 is going to happen tomorrow. Big shout outs to our birthday boy, Red. Happy birthday. Please spam that in the chat. Happy birthday, Red. Hey, yeah, get some round of applause. Shout out also to NTT and working in the back. And also shout outs to Nello Mello for, organizing this each and every time. Why is there a drum? That's not even the punchline. Thanking Nell and everyone. So big shout outs to each and every one of you. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. for day number 2 of the IVA 2023 playoffs. But for now, that's Giselle. I'm Parch Spice. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace and good night.
Bye.